body, come on, move around like the first rush when the school is out, when the booze is up, when the sun is down. Enjoy the ride, get some pillows in the Chevy. Slide a dolly, low, hitting heavy. Take your time, let me know when you're ready. Couple months I've been messing with you steady. Open for plans tonight. Lost in the afterglow. Oh, girl, your love for me keeps calling me, so I'm calling you. Lord, give me love to find. I long for your company. Oh, girl, your love for me is a part of me, my biology. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It won't be over till the fat lady sings. I owe you a trip, cause me and you, we got a thing. My sunshine state, hair curly like a string. Just a big ol' ooh, smile, that's about all you gotta bring. So enjoy the ride, got some pillows in the Chevy. Slide a dolly, loaded and heavy. Take your time, let me know when you're ready. Couple months I've been messing with you steady. Open for plans tonight. Lost in the afterglow. Oh, girl, your love for me keeps calling me, so I'm calling you. Lord, give me love to find. I long for your company. Oh, girl, your love for me is a part of me, my biology. Самолет несет меня, будто в кулаке зажав великан. В иллюминаторе земля. Самолет несет меня, большой стальной великан. В иллюминаторе земля. Open for plans tonight. Lost in the afterglow. Oh, girl, your love for me keeps calling me, so I'm calling you. Lord, give me love to find. I long for your company. Oh, girl, your love for me is a part of me, my biology.
Day breaks and I'm burned by the morning light. I make the same mistake more than twice. Same song, but brand new dance. I wear out my third second chance. You take my breath and I can't get it back. Might be time for me to face the facts. The best me is with you, but I know I got a lot to prove. They think we're too damaged to fix, but we're just working through a little rust. They like to say we're just young, but I know we won't give this up. Sometimes I lose my mind, and some days it's hard to find the reason why you stay by my side. You and I break our hearts open enough just to see if we'll put them back. No matter what they try, I'll stay by your side. It's you and I. It's you and I. high. Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me. So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me.
I've been getting out of bed these past few days. Think it's fair to be proud about it. I've quit ordering from all those fast food chains. I'm feeling better, there's no doubt about it. And my days are brighter, my shoulders are so much lighter. Just for a moment there, I thought that there was nothing more to life. I thought about it, wrote a couple songs about it. Just for a moment there, I lost myself. Mind if I be real for a minute? It's almost like everything I feel had a limit. It now gone past. Finding reasons to smile and to laugh. 'Cause I know that you feel the same way. 'Cause I know that you feel the same way. 'Cause I know that you feel the same way. 'Cause I know that you feel the same way. 'Cause I know that you feel the same way. 'Cause I know that you feel the same way. 'Cause I know that you feel the same way. 'Cause I know that you feel the same way. 'Cause I know that you feel the same way. 'Cause I know that you feel the same way. 'Cause I know that you feel the same way. 'Cause I know that you feel the same way. 'Cause I know that you feel the same way. 'Cause I know that you feel the same way. 'Cause I know that you feel the same way. 'Cause I know that you feel the same way. 'Cause I know that you feel the same way. 'Cause I know that you feel the same way. 'Cause I know that you feel the same way. 'Cause I know that you feel the same way. 'Cause I know that you feel the same way. 'Cause I know that you feel the same way. 'Cause I know that you feel the same way. 'Cause I know that you feel the
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to World Esports Cup by Infinix Smartphone and India Today Gaming, streaming partner Platonia, broadcast partner that is. I am Star Tanya. Alongside me, it is Arka. Arka, yesterday we did see about how Nepali stories are being written, something expected, something unexpected, and now we are looking forward for the day two, which is today. Do you think again the new teams are going to dominate, or the renowned names will be allowed to publish their books a little early compared to what the new names are trying to do?
I mean, after looking at one finish of yesterday where we had Gurkhas, if I'm not wrong, who went out with just 1 point coming out in the top four, I still feel that today it's going to be a different story because as we have seen the format of this tournament or the way the tournament has come out so far, the first day is always going to be on the side of the underdogs. The second day, all of a sudden, there's going to be some change of names. There'll be some good teams or renowned teams who actually come back and do a good performance and make themselves, into the next group stages. So I do believe that this today it's going to be the experienced team who will be actually showing the underdogs how things have to be done, and I do believe that it's going to be much more easier for them. Let's not forget that we have some big names coming in today, like Soneeta Gaming, we have Nepros, we have Naya Nepal, we have Raw Esports, if I'm not wrong, and then also we have 99 Asian Gamers. All these teams are pretty much in today, so I do believe that they have a higher chance rather compared to the other people. But still, let's not forget that the underdogs have read them too much, and this time, if they have counter strategized, they'll be making it to the next round.
Absolutely. They are going to make it towards the next round, and we are also going to move towards the prize pool, which is humongous. And the name fame is inclusive of such a big chunk going into the pockets. So that also makes everything even more interesting because if you have a
Yep.
motivation, particularly for the new names, if they are able to procure this amount of prize pool, that makes things even more interesting. And talking about prize pool, here we have the total prize pool is 75 lakhs of INR. First one will go away with 35 lakhs INR, which is almost half of it. And then it is until position 8, the prize pool will keep on reducing. But not only that, we also have other prize pool split for fans' favorite, MVP, best IGLs, best clutch, best underdog team. So somewhere around, I feel the teams to qualify into the grand finals are not going to go empty-handed. They are definitely going to fill up their pockets. Some are going to fill it to the full, some to the little. But I hope that nobody goes empty-handed because the struggle is real. The competition is really leveling up with every passing day.
Yeah, but at the same time, those teams who are getting eliminated, they have to understand one thing. They've got something which money can't buy, and that's experience. I mean, they have a huge experience of playing under professional teams and try to take them down. They would have understood their mistake. So that experience is something which they'll have to cherish throughout their life and take it forward to make sure that they come up a little more harder when it comes to the next tournament. And you guys want to know when the next tournaments are happening, all you have to do is subscribe to the socials on the screens right now. You can see it's yeah, from the side of FreeFire. You can start from there, and then you can come down to India Today Gaming, and then yeah, you can go up to Platonia Esports and so on. So it's going to be much more easier for you to catch up what all is happening over here if you're going and subscribing to the socials.
Absolutely. You have to stay updated because with every single passing day, new stories are written. Indeed, I would say not only books, but the entire journal is filled. Talking about today's story, well, we have total of 6 matches coming in, divided with the 3 map split, repetition of cycle. The first half will be Bermuda, Purgatory, Kalahari, 3 different maps with 3 different strategies and 2 different cycles with 2 different strategies. We have usually seen the bottom half matches are usually way more aggressive and a little indifferent from what the first half is played. So I am expecting today. Yesterday I was talking about the teams that the Nepal teams are going a little passive until the third circle, but the team list that is participating today, I'm very sure of. We are going to get to see crash landings. We are going to get to see early elimination. Unlike yesterday, where we talked about, it is already 10 minutes on the clock and 11 teams are still surviving. Today we are going to get to see an entire different sort of a story.
Yep, hopefully we'll be able to see one like that. But at the same time, guys, remember there's going to be a two set of maps to be played. It doesn't look like a set, but though it's going to be Bermuda, Purgatory, Kalahari, that's going to be repeated twice. So you guys have a chance to call in your friends so that they also understand how the game is to be played, what mistakes not to be done, and how to carry a team. Being an IGL, all these said and done, ladies and gentlemen, I just hope that you guys are pumped up. Let me remind you of the teams which are playing today. It's going to be Soneeta Gaming, Skylight Gaming, Walkie Talkie, Nepros, Naya Nepal. Then we have Goodvibes. Then we have Bshow, MGR, Raw Esports, Lone Wolves, 99 Asian Gaming, Rahul Gamer, and Vulcan Gaming. So I somewhere feel that today it's going to be a little hard for the underdogs to go in because we have seen a complete domination coming in from the side of Soneeta Gaming when it comes to the Nepal sector itself. So hopefully it's not like they can continue to do so, because in this tournament we have been predicted wrong. So let's see whether they'll be able to come up and write a different story. If they're able to do it, then I do believe that the pros will actually come back in this tournament in a better way.
Oh, well, I would also like to see a performance coming in from Skylight Gaming. We have seen them
Yep.
performing very well in terms of Nepal segment, and Naya Nepal is also growing very strongly with every passing day. Apart from that,
Yep.
we very well know that each and every team is invited, though they required that some sort of a qualification process, and they have passed through it. So none of the team can be underrated. Though yesterday, by the end of the day, we did see some teams going away with barely 6 kills, 7 kills, and some placement points to fill in their pockets, to fill in the buffer, but unfortunately they were still on the rock bottom. I really want to see today some changes. Like, it's okay, the competition was tough compared to the Pakistan chapter. We saw two teams dominating. The competition was very very easy to predict that, yeah, out of all four two teams, these are the two teams who already qualified. Unlike Nepal, the buffer was on until the end of the day for top 6 teams, top 5 teams
Yep.
to be precise, and the competition was tough. So I would again want to see some same sort of a stories, like competition should be going on until the end of the day, where we cannot immediately say these two teams have already qualified, the rest teams needs to make sure to pump up, level up. So yeah, that keeps the things a little into the interest of the viewers, into the casters. So are the players, they don't start to throw. And talking about points table, here we go ahead, Arka, why wouldn't you walk us through?
Yep, the points table is very, very simple. We have been speaking about this from the first day itself. The team which is going to secure the booyah is going to be awarded with 12 points, and after that, from second and so it's going to descend by 1 point. So second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seven, eight, nine, 10 are going to get a descendants of 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. At the same time, the 11th and 12th position won't be rewarded any rank points, whereas they also have an opportunity to take one kill point. That is, one kill is going to be awarded with 1 point. So we have been seeing the balance of ranks and kill points actually puts up a team on the top of the table. At the same time, the consistency of putting up the same amount of points every now and then make sure that they get set, that they get qualified. But at the same time, all things said and done, you were saying that it's you wanted it to be a neck to neck fight. Somewhere I do believe that it's not going to be the story for today, because we have seen that as soon as 1 or 2 days of Nepal section or any sector so far, for example, the chapters of India, the chapter of uh, Pakistan itself, after the first or the second day, the other teams who are watching them start to strategize, start to counter strategize their previous strategy. Like, they go in for a B plan immediately as soon as they feel that the A plan is not working out. So bringing those B plans from the professional teams, we can expect it very easily because they already have experience of it. Whereas the new teams or the underdog teams, the first time they'll be playing it, to suddenly jump from a plan to another is going to be hard for them, due to which they might fumble throughout the way. So yep, chances of the pro teams dominating today is pretty much high. And I'm also wanting to see some player, some audience or some fans in the chat cheering for their teams, because we have been consistently saying there are a few people who are actually throwing some really good comments. They're also throwing in some good cheers for their team. I do want to see some more of that, so that the professional teams or the teams which are already having the fan following can take some more in their name.
Absolutely. And to the teams who are new here into the name list, make sure you cheer them as well, because your cheering definitely converts that into a motivation to perform even better, even sometimes
Yep.
better than the caliber that they have. But talking about the point system once again, ladies and gentlemen, I would want to say, if there is a tie, the teams to procure more kills is going to going to step up, and they are going to be numbered before the other team, because kill counts are mattered more and it shows that the efforts were put more, because unlike just surviving, so ties are seen, tiebreakers are seen every single time, every passing day. We are getting to see some new stories, some new teams, some new performances. Today I want to see Skylight Gaming performing very very well, and Soneeta Gaming has got if I'm not mistaken, it is Sagar and Soneeta, the deadly duo. If they are able to create that, it is going to be very interesting. The rusher and the supporter going hand in hand, reviving each other, and the rest, Sandeep and everyone, are just going ahead with the snipers, confirming some kills. So I would want to see that a little bit of team support as well as strength coming in from Soneeta Gaming. And I'm very sure Soneeta is one of the oldest female player coming in from Free Fire community. She has got a lot of fans. So if viewers are here watching, Soneeta's fans are here, make sure to keep on hashtagging Soneeta to cheer her up, because she's the only female player with her own team, as well as having an international experience.
Yes, at the same time, let's not forget that she's the person who's putting those gender boundaries away when it
Yeah.
comes to gaming sectors as well. But at the same time, one more thing I want to point out is Skylight Gaming, because they are pretty much well known to come in as scavengers. They do not want to take a fight alone. They do not, rely on assaulters. But yes, the first knock comes in from their side, but eventually all four of them rush in together to make sure that they execute those kills. Whenever they've gone in for a divided gameplay where two players go in separately, it's not like they've had a bad day, but at the same time, they're pretty much stronger when they're sticking together. Hopefully, we'll be able to see that also coming in from their side. Naya Nepal is one of those teams who are getting a lot
Yeah.
of cheer these days, because they are, by the name itself, they are the team which is having a new Nepal in the name. So hoping to see that they'll be able to give a tough fight to get onto the top four eventually. The underdogs, there's a lot for them to see. 99 Asian, I've seen them in the previous tournaments, if I'm not wrong. They are very good at performing things. Consistency doesn't lie in their shoulder pretty much, but in case they do have it, then it's going to be much more easier for them. Vulcan Gaming on the other side, the Vulcan, in the Greek god of fire. Let's see whether they'll be able to put some fire in this map.
Well, it is definitely going to be very, very fiery performance, because ultimately you have to fire to confirm those knocks and kills.
Yep.
The day gradually heats up. It is just like boils up gradually towards the boiling point. So I don't know if it is going to be boiling from initial stages itself, because first map is definitely the warm up match that we always talk about, where the strategies are exchanged in terms of learning. But the new teams have got the advantage in terms of learning. They exactly know about where the renowned teams are going to land, rotate, as well as counter rotate in terms when they don't want to pick up fights. Because yesterday, coming in from Nepal segment itself, we did see there were several teams who did not wanted to pick up a fight. Handshake agreement were also seen, like two teams crossing the path. Even with the vehicular noise, they were not disturbed. They were allowed to take the rotation. Solo players on the bike as well were also not blasted by the vehicles. They were just allowed to give in the rotation. So that is something strange that happens. Otherwise, when we see one player, four players just attack the vehicle and the play, they should be able to confirm the knock, but they don't do it that way. They want to make sure the squad stays strong until the final circle, and then they battle 2 to 3 teams altogether.
Yep, but at the same time, I don't think the story is going to be the same when it comes to rotation today, because yesterday they have understood that if they had taken that fight, taken down those lurking, assaulters, or the lurking people from the specific teams, that could have given them an advantage to go in and secure the booyah. Just imagine there's a scout for your team. You can take him out when he's lurking around, make the other team vulnerable. At this point of time, we are looking at the map of Bermuda, the beautiful views of it, as we are stepping into the first map of the day. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is how the match is going to start. It's going to be World Esports Cup, and day 2, map number 1 in the group 2 stages, where we're able to do the flight path pretty much going to the center, making sure that everybody's got their drop locations pretty much to their safe hands. At the same time, Bullseye having the blue zone. I do not see anybody actually jumping off pretty much close to Bullseye and wanting to reach there. A small group of people coming in at peak, and I do believe that one amongst them is going to go away, rather than team number 7 and 2 will be facing one another. We can see another skirmish on the side of Riverside, and I do believe that is where we can fight the first blood.
Oh, well, Mill is the place where the first knock is done. So is the blood drawn. The team WT going all in. One frag confirmed. 2 players down on the knees. It is not AT going for the third one as well. And we have got the kill leader already. Confirm the second frag. 40. WT will Suman be revived? Will be the question. And with little to no HP left, what is the strategy coming in. Fist fight was attempted, and that was not something he would have risked himself. It was a crash landing. You don't have the weapons of your choice, and you don't even have that sort of an ammo where you can knock more than two players. So something strange did happen, and this is exactly what I was expecting with the lobby names shown. Last man remaining, which is Subhash. It is a 1v3 situation with just a mini Uzi in his hand. I'm afraid if he's able to win this battle or no. With DJ Alok, definitely healings are still available, but picking up the fight would make no sense. He needs to make sure he race out of mill zone and survives for as long as possible.
Yes, Goodvibes not having the right kind of vibes for their team, losing three players in the beginning itself. There was one trade which came in from the opposite side. It's made them vulnerable against the other teams. But I do believe that Goodvibes will have to survive, play for those rank points from here on, and concentrate on the kill points from the next game itself. But for now, we're able to see that Team NP coming in over here. I do believe that these are the Nepros coming in. These are the teams. This is one of those teams who have taken the side of Graveyard, and I do believe that this is one of the most underestimated places to get some loot. Graveyard does have some ample amount of loot for at least three people to be well set for any kind of given battle. But at the same time, let's not forget that the blue zone is pretty much close to them, and they have an opportunity to gear up and then go inside. I don't think so anybody went in for any kind of early jump into the blue zone if they have not chosen, or if there is any team which has chosen, is obviously going to be blessed.
Absolutely, they are going to have hand cannons, and yesterday we did see hand cannons come put to work, and the sniper tower was the location. For now, Mill is into the hands of Team WT. Lost one player, gained 3 kills. They are near to the garage. That means rotation should not be a problem. There's a vehicle as well. Coming back to Observatory, it is Team Raw enjoying the gala time. Observatory is one of the best places to take a drop. It has launch pad above it, so whenever the circle takes hard shift, it is very easy to pick up the rotation. Coming back to Team Vulcan here, all 4 players intact, very busy for the loot. Now the thing is, early casualties were spotted immediately, but ultimately now everything is slowed down. Naya Nepal team has gone to Sentosa, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the only team going towards the southern island of the map of Bermuda. That is something great as well. You get so much of loot of entire island, and you get the utilities, you get the grenades, and all by yourself, and that is exactly what Naya Nepal will need. Let's see, with the new Nepal being in their name, how new will be their performances. I'm very sure of it is going to be aggressive though.
At the same time, Tanya, I really want to ask you a question. 12 teams come in, right? In those 12 teams, there's going to be supposed to be a total of 48 members, if I'm not wrong. Correct?
Yeah, it is, but there's some miscalculation happening here. It has to be 48 because all 4 teams definitely did land in, and it will be sorted with time, maybe. And if you have a look at
Probably,
Team
probably. I
AS,
do believe that there has been a skirmish where we have already lost 8 players in the beginning itself, and that is why it's showing 40. I just hope so. It's like that. But for now, it looks like most of the teams have their own. But at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, everybody have been wondering which is this new gun which has come into picture. It's gonna be the MC10, and the way that has been turning out, then the way it's turning out to be in the Free Fire community is something I really would really want to see, because close range battles, everybody are starting to shift from MC10, from MP40 to MC10. Pretty much, it's become a replacement for MP5 as well, and because of the rate of speed, because of the way you can move, the movement speed with this gun is pretty much phenomenal, and that is why people are going for it actually.
absolutely, the firing speed is very good when you are into the close range. It functions just equally as mini Uzi, but the damage is way more multiplied as equal to maybe MP40 or MP5. So now that is something very interesting, and I would want to see more of AC10 being used here. And for now, Team LH is on the grounds of Rimna Village, all split apart, and they are each and every team is right now into the picnic phase, where I call they are going ahead, picking up the fresh fruits, trying to eat it. But ultimately, as the circle takes a close in, they will have to make a move. Circle, well, it is totally easternized. Now that was the last thing the players of our team number SNG team, and once again Raw Esports as well as Team LH might be expecting. They will have to make a move. Not so difficult part for Team Nepal. Still some parts of Sentosa is here, and the main bridge connecting towards Cape Town is also available. There's nobody to gatekeep. But if you have a look at Team GED, last man Shubash is already making making a move from all the way from Mill towards Cape Town. Let's see what is his strategy coming in. Highest resource loot zone, which was left abandoned, is now into the hands of team number 6. Nobody to share the grounds. Bullseye it was, and I think they have done enough of loot. Every team, every player is now deciding to get the best of the compounds within the circle.
Yes, very much. And let's see how things will turn out for teams like Soneeta, because they are the teams who have not come into any kind of skirmish as of now. But it looks like they're going to be welcomed at this point of time. Vulcans versus Soneeta Gaming is something we'll be watching in front of our eyes. We're able to see that, there's always been casualty. There's already been a casualty coming in from the side of Vulcan. And the confirmation also comes in. Danila on the other side is trying to go in and make sure he sticks with his teammate. Oh, look at that connection of shot. 2 players already down. And from the side of Soneeta Gaming, I do believe there was a 1-person casualty. Vulcans do realize that they cannot take down the Kings at this point of time, and that is why they're falling back, and a very clever move for them to be specific. But on the casualty of 2 will be a bad story for them for sure. But team number 3 is not going to stop themselves. They're going to come in, make sure that they take down the other 2 players to get those valuable 4 points in the name.
And a valuable landmine was also spotted here. 1 knock is confirmed.
Oh,
Will
Skylight
it be
Gaming, I'm so
converting into
sorry.
the confirm? Coming back to Skylight Gaming, 2 frags confirmed. No loss of player. Team LW, well, they were giving some pot shots, not being able to connect. And now Team SNG scavenging through the blue zone. Well, I don't think there's much left to loot there. But anyway, it is a good rotating point when Bullseye comes into the way. Now maybe through the dam area, they're going to pick up the rotation. Coming back to Soneeta Gamers, they are also looking quite safe with the cover of the vehicles. They're just holding themselves. Magician, it is Nieru, confirmed 1 frag already, and 1 coming in from Jalal, the shotgunner for the team. This is the man to watch out for coming in, particularly from team Skylight Gaming. Soneeta Gamers are still on the verge of rotation. Jalal is again coming into the action and also confirmed one more kill point for his team, once again with the shotgun. We are going to move there immediately because definitely we don't want to miss any actions coming in.
Yes, on the side of Kotatua, there could be a small set of people who will be forming at the side of Kotatua for sure, because I do believe that, the circle is going to favor this side of the zone. Pretty much, you can gatekeep both the islands, to be specific, if you're holding it in the right sense. At the same time, the clock tower being diminished in the zone itself is going to push people to the northern side of the map, or probably a little to the northwestern side, northeastern side, if I'm not wrong, as we can see that Kotatua, Cape Town, pretty much inside the circle. I want to see who's going to come in and take that support. On the southern side of Kotatua is a small ridge, the one which we're able to see right now behind the player, which connects the 2 islands, and that is the specific place you want to be. On the other side, team number 4, Team Raw, has to look out for their back, as there's one team right behind them who's still not coming in for any kind of battle, but eventually a backstab will be pretty much fatal for the side of Raw.
It is going to be, but talking about Kotatua once again, here the grenade attack is coming in from Diabaran, and will it connect? Well, definitely it did connect, but the player was revived immediately. Let's have a look at what a push coming in from with the VSS. Now that is not some safe gun to push in, but LW is creating troubles for the team like Skylight Gaming. Jalal down on the knees. Magician will have to create some magic tricks here. If not, they are going to get eliminated. On the course, YDW was down on the knees, and he will be confirmed as well. No, he is revived indeed. Now it is all up to Magician. 1 versus 4 is the situation. No magic is going to save him any further because the grenades are also coming in, and he has been spotted and taken down by weapon M60 flawlessly. 4 kills confirmed, and now that was something we were expecting. The new names are going to make wonders as well, and now team like Skylight Gaming getting eliminated on position 11. Coming back to team NP here, all 4 players intact, and team WT, the team who initiated the battle on the very first match for the day, they have lost 1 player. 3 kills confirmed. Suman is down on the knees, and it is going to be A4USGRG trying to confirm some knocks for himself. And on the court, they will also have to make sure they revive the teammate. Will they be allowed though? Because the disadvantage of lower grounds goes into the hands of team NP. So the opportunity of revival did came in handy.
Yes, Walkie Talkie on the other side trying to do their best with that dog, puts a player down. A chance for confirmation coming in their eyes, and I do believe the player is actually spotted. He's been, the location of the player is pretty much visible. That means to say that, somebody has that Moko ability. They have made sure that they detect that player as well. But at the same time, team number 5, Walkie Talkie, right now going in for rotation. The right kind of call, to be specific. They burn their resources, that is for sure. No grenades are coming in their hand. They've just got 3 health kits and 2 glue glue walls to work out from one side, and I don't think the others do have some more in their name. And it's important for them to make it inside the circle, as we were speaking about this ridge towards the side of Kototua, where you'll want to stay, on the southern side of the map itself. And let's see whether they'll be able to hold this bridge for a long time. But at the same time, towards the side of Mill, where the early skirmishes took place, we still can see that team number 6 is pretty much there, and they're coming in with a different kind of strategy. I would love to see the overall map to check how things are going on, because there could be some skirmishes happening. We still have 10 teams alive, and we'll be stepping into the third circle anytime soon.
We are going to step up and let's see how the rotations are going to be. Well, not about the rotations, but entering into the circle is also a core within itself, and the player was spotted thanks to chrono ability. Nick will be able to survive in nick of time, and let's see what SKSK is up to, using the glue wall, trying to push it in, but glue walls are work both ways. And it is going to be Pavan with the double barrel. He's able to take down Janak, and I don't know, KSK is trying to go for a melee attack or melee finishers. It is not going to work whatsoever, because opponents are definitely willing to use all the ARs or shotguns that they have. Grenade attack coming in from Abhay, not working wonders once again, and we can see AC-80 put to action, delivered a little bit of damage, but the damage was not sufficient enough to confirm the knock. What a sad miss for Team Raw here. One frag confirmed for sure. Team LH has got an opportunity to delay the fight, but I don't think that is going to be delayed, and freeze bomb was utilized here to delay the fight. Unfortunately, it is not working. What a trade. The players are being exchanged, and ultimately Rahul Gamers gets eliminated on position 10, and Raw Gamers will survive to see another day. No players lost. That is what matters the most. And here the death crates are being looted. Circles get centralized. Some parts of Kota to some parts of Kota of Cape Town. Both are inclusive, but it is only one team who has got all the advantage of circles. That is nothing but Team ASG. LW rotating from the southern side, and if we have a look at the western side of the map, we have got a total of 3 teams to make an entry. And if we have a look at Team WT, 1v3 is situation still on. I don't know how that man is still surviving with 3 players sharing the same ground.
Yep, Vulcan on this other hand, he has to come in late into the circle. Let's not forget the Team 7. The way they're holding that southern side of Kototua, which we've already spoken about, that is the place you would want to stay at this point of time. We're not going to get into any kind of skirmishes. Soneeta Gamers on the other side is pretty much in the crosshairs of Raw at this point of time. This team looks to be unstoppable. A dual M82B behind the back of Bshow will be giving him an opportunity to take down players, and also confirming them with quick exchange of that gun. But at the same time, we'll be able to see how the Raws are going to eventually creep in. Team number 7 pretty much in support of the Rich as well. Yes, and it looks like the first knock has already come in. Kiskis, if I'm not wrong, is trying to come in from a different angle. He sees a player right in front of him, puts up a grenade rather than going for that fight. He's still relying on grenades for sure, and it's going to be Bshow on the other side who's still connecting shots. What a shot coming in from his side, and a very good prediction coming in from his side. He's making sure that he gives damage to the opposite side. They're going to burn some resources as well. A counter grenade is being cooked from the side of Soneeta Gamers. Let's see how things will turn out. It looks like the snipers are still doing more damage to them. A fallback coming in from the side of Soneeta Gamers. Kings on the other side is cooking up a grenade, puts it in the right spot, but eventually doesn't get any shots connected. He's been exchanged with some as well. He's going in front of the crosshairs of the Raw at this point of time. Could be the person who might get taken on first at this point of time. Yes, he gets taken out. Probably will be confirmed. Raw are playing it actually raw against all teams at this point of time, because 6 kills already in their name, and the way they're going all in is pretty commendable.
And on the course, the last friend from Vulcan game gets eliminated as well. Soneeta Gamers, 2 players alive. They are able to survive until position 7, my bad. And with only 2 players alive, I don't see the future too bright for them. Team Raw through the blue zone, entering the circle. A team who was ASU, the only team within the circle, is trying to gatekeep them. Let's see how successful are they going to be, because both of them have got 4-man roster still alive. Wukong ability used by Shumesh, willing to go with some surprise on the course. Bishesh was spotted, delivered a little bit of damage, and tanking damage was all too fun for now because hard cover was there. But what not is fun, he doesn't have any health kits to work out with any further, and he's calling for someone airdrop to upgrade his armors and vest, which received a little bit of damage. Once again, the only team within the circle after the hard shift as well, Team ASG. It is going to be Team Raw with 6 frags, no players lost. Soneeta Gamers are struggling bad. Sagar left with very low in HP, and Suzaku as well is trying to use the glue walls to stop the damage coming in from grenades from all different angles, all different directions. Team Naya Nepal, though not going for the aggressive play, but definitely for the survival. 2 frags confirmed, and all they're trying to do is procure 2 more. Once again grenade attempt, but all the attempts are going in vain, all thanks to the usage of blue walls coming in from Sagar.
Yep, but let's see how things will turn out. As we can see that Soneeta gamers at this point of time pretty much in a wrong place. Score coming back into the action. We can see that a grenade has been cooked at this point of time. If it comes inside, then things could be wrong for them. Now they'll have to go for a rotation eventually. They have taken that bike and gone in as quick as possible into the circle, but there's a lot of teams on the northern side, and that could be a bit of a problem for them. We're able to see that, Soneeta gamers, the last man standing, will be on the vehicle itself. It could blast any second into his face. A grenade being cooked.
Wow.
He's gonna give an end for him. John Dye comes up with the right kind of grenade and gives an end for the side of Soneeta gamers. On the other side, LW, they're taking that cover, lying down on the ground. How well things are going to turn out for them. Naya Nepal are making sure that they're trying to make a statement over here that they are the team to watch out for. We have spoken about them having that new kind of, fan following, a lot of fan following coming from their side. They're performing it up to it. NP on the other side, Mr. Annoying will be the last man standing. Raw on the other side trying to come in. They do realize there's a player over here. Annoying on the other side is going to heal up to his complete ability, waiting for the player. He doesn't see his back, and this is not the first team going down like this. Raw will be losing another player. On the other side, Bshow has to make sure that, he sees this player off NP, or else he could be a thorn for him for sure. On the other side, Team NN still playing it out. Naya Nepal still making sure they have view of everybody. But the team which I am wanting to see is, the Lone Wolves who are coming in slow. They had the control of the ridge from the southern side. They are making the big advantage of it. I do believe that there's only 3 teams left out at this point of time. One is going to be Naya Nepal. Then we have Lone Wolves. And on the other side, I do believe we had the team of look at that coming in from the Max 7. One person bombards the whole squad of Lone Wolves, and it turns out to be there's only going to be 2 teams at this point of time, and Naya Nepal seems to be dominating this fight very, very easily, welcoming everybody inside that room.
Wow.
With melees as well. ASG comes up with an amazing melee shots over there, and ASG out of nowhere is going to be winning it. Are you serious?
Team ASG, the team to procure the circle every single time into the small shack. Literally, they were stacked up in a shack. Some grenades would have done the deal, but eliminating teams like Naya Nepal, who have been battling since the start of the match, procuring double-digit frag, but it was an element of surprise coming in from Team ASG, Asian Gaming and Tech. Very well played, ready to play well. We're not very sure if we're ready to play or no, but we are definitely ready for surprises coming in from team like ASG, and it is by far the funniest booyah that I have spotted. Players stacking up in a shack and then going for the melee attack, realizing the damage is going to be way more compared to what shotgun is going to deliver. The player rushes it in and they are slicing and dicing. One of the best booyahs by far.
I mean, I'm still in shock. Like, one melee can take down 3 players with 1 slice. Is that even possible in the game of Free Fire? And it looks like somebody has proven it, right? They have taken down 3 players, converted the whole game, which was against them. Like, they had their back against the wall. They did not know what to do. But all of a sudden, they relied on their assaulter to come in with a melee, take down 3 players, and ultimately one max 7 shot was enough to put an end for Naya Nepal. I don't know how come Naya Nepal was actually knocking at their doors, which was not necessary for them. They had control of the zone. They had put their own glue walls. All they had to do was wait for them outside, make sure that there's a heal battle within the team, and at the same time the others could have concentrated on the door, because obviously they have only one place of exit. Concentrate your crosshair over there. Once the glue wall breaks, all you have to do is continuously shoot at that spot. But rather, they were trying to enter a house where melees were used as garlands and eventually slashed out. And I do believe that was a very, very good booyah coming in from the side of Asian gamers. I don't know what else to say. Naya Nepal just gave them the booyah into their hands, is what I would like to say. And 2 teams which did not watch their back and actually got assaulted. The 2 big names, to be specific. One is Soneeta Gaming. They were pretty much in control. They were playing it really well. Raw comes in from behind them and makes sure that they assault them with an M82B. Back-to-back shots were connected, and they made sure they connected really well as well. Let's look at how things have gone so far. Asian Gaming, even though they were able to secure it, they just got 4 kill points in their name. That was the final 4, ladies and gentlemen. The final 4 coming in against the side of Naya Nepal is what I would like to say. 16 points for them. Raw Esports, this is what they were doing. They were playing it very, very well. But eventually, I think it was Nepros who came in and backstabbed them. 15 points for them. Lone Wolves on the other side, somewhere I felt that Lone Wolves had this opportunity. They had to come into that shack earlier itself because they had control of that complete southern side of the Kota Tua, but still they did not come in. But they have played a decent game of getting an 8 and 6 rank in kill points, 15 points for them. Raw Esports, I'm so sorry. Lone Wolves getting 8 plus 6, 14 points for them. The top four still fighting it out one another to get the top spot. Nepros will be the next team coming in. They survived really well. They got 6 rank points and 4 kill points, 10 points for them. Walkie Talkie, at one point of time, we saw Walkie Talkie was falling back, coming to the southern side of Kota Tua itself. But all of a sudden, the IGL thought of a different kind of rotation, due to which they had to restrict themselves for 7 points.
Absolutely. And talking about Nepros, they could have survived a little extra if not MP40 would have knocked themselves with the grenade, and where exactly Pavan from Raw Esports picked up the advantage and confirmed some kills. And we can clearly see the team Naya Nepal had highest amount of frags, 10 kill points to work out with. They are on position 1, and that is exactly we were expecting. Though the Booyah is backed by Asian Gaming without a doubt, but Naya Nepal, with the amount of kills that they procured, it is counted, and they have created a lead of 3 points. Now the buffer points is not too much if you compare Raw Esports, 1 point of buffer points, followed by one coming in from Lone Wolves, then Nepros with 4 points, and that is where exactly the double digit club ends. And then then is what exactly is single digit. Walkie Talkie were surviving, were able to pick up the kills, but ultimately, while the rotation towards the safe zone, they were caught off guard. They were able to eliminate certain players on the way, but ultimately they got eliminated. I really want to see some more surprising booyahs coming into like Asian Gaming, which was least expected. That the players who are choked into a small shack can immediately go rush against the kill hungry team like Naya Nepal. Next, we are going to move towards Soneeta Gaming. No kill points whatsoever, but 5 standing points to work out with Skylight Gaming.
For now, I'd like to continue to see how things will go. Sunita Gaming comes up with 5 rank points and 5 on total points coming in from their side. Skylight Gaming on the other side do not have any kind of rank points, but early 3 kill points. This is what kill points can actually do for you. If you have at least a decent 3 kill points, where the others are actually relying on rank points, rather, you will be on top of the table, and that's the most important thing. Goodvibes coming behind with 2 plus 1, 3 points for themselves. Vulcan Gaming with 3 rank points and 0 kill points, so a total of 3 points for them. Rahul Gamer comes up with 1 rank point. Somehow they were able to come in that 10th position, and due to which they were able to secure it. Bshow MGR couldn't put up a big show for now, but I do believe that they will be in the road of redemption for the next map, and they'll be able to secure a good one over there. At the same time, let's see how things will turn out for here on for the rest of the teams. And I do believe that by the next game, teams like Sunita Gaming, Skylight Gaming, and Good Vibes will be actually trying to bounce back. Let's not forget that Vulcan Gaming also started off on a pretty much good note, but still they were
Yeah.
not able to come back. So let's see how things will go from here on for these pro teams, because the first game itself proved to be something really wrong. The pro teams yet again being a bit overconfident with their rotation, not looking out for their back, eventually got taken down. Hopefully they would have learned from these things what has happened in the first game, and they'll be able to bounce back harder.
Absolutely. They will give all their efforts to bounce back harder. It is just one match down, 5 more to go for the first segment, 2 more to go. Next map is going to be Purgatory, the map renowned for the rotations and the perfect
Yep.
rotations. Just in case if the circle is inclusive of water routes, rotations are going to be the cause of concern. But I think rotation shall not be the cause of concern, particularly from the teams of Nepals, because we have seen them rotating so flawlessly right under the nose of an opponent team, and they're not being
Yep.
spotted. But for the very first match for the day, Arka, I think it has been a little aggressive. Mill totally procured, and immediately the crash landings were seen. Last man did try to survive a little extra longer, and then he was self eliminated by the Wrath of Zone. I don't know why, what made him delay. He didn't want to give the kill point to any of the opponents. He got self eliminated, and there was a lack of loot also towards him.
Yep.
I again want to see who goes towards the highest resource loot zone. And do you expect once again early casualties happening? Because if it happens in the map of Bermuda, where you can spread out flawlessly, but in the map of Purgatory you cannot always spread out flawlessly. Brasilia, Southern Island, Moat House are usually highly populated zones. So do you think we are going to see early casualties happening?
if there is an early casualty, I do believe it's going to be just one skirmish which could take place. There's not going to be much of skirmishes coming in when it comes to the map of Purgatory. But at the same time, the most important thing for us to put our eyes on is the kind of farming these teams are doing, rather than the first two regions of India and Pakistan, where we saw that at least they used to have 5 to 6 health kits for themselves. Then they used to have some really good resources for themselves. Glue walls, the amount of glue walls which has been carried by teams were really commendable. But over here, we're able to see that they're not relying much on healings. They're relying more on their rotations. While going in for rotations, they're forgetting to pick up some valuable farming for themselves, and due to which they are not able to perform well, is what I like to say. But at the same time, Purgatory map, everybody feels that this is a map where you can go in for a good rotation, but people have to realize Purgatory map is where you would want to go in and take some kills in your name. Let's not forget what happened in the Indian chapter, where Total Gaming, they did not have any kind of kill points until the final circle in the map of Purgatory, not once but twice, and due to which they got eliminated because of lack of kill points. And let's not see the same thing happening with the other teams as well. This is what, going and watching back this team, sometimes listening to your casters get such analysis. It's important for you to get those kill points, or else in the map of Purgatory, no matter how many rank points you have, you'll be losing two valuable maps of getting some really good kill points.
Absolutely, and you need to make sure you balance it out. Just like right now, Team ASG getting the booyah, but only 4 frags into their pockets. They, even after earning a booyah, they are on position 2. But teams like Raw Esports eliminating 2.5 teams, because 10 kills is not an easy job
Yep.
without losing any players. So somewhere Raw Esports is definitely trying to dominate, and they are very well dominating. Once again, I would want to see Raw Esports going with the same strategy, picking up battles during the rotation. That is exactly what you have to do. You have to rotate, enter the circle, and on the way, if you find any team, you pick up a battle, win that battle. At least Raw Esports was able to do that very flawlessly. Not every teams can go ahead, pick up a battle and not lose any players, but they are able to do so. Yeah, once the team is showing their set of skills, expectations are rising from that particular team. But coming back to Soneeta Gamer, Skylight Gaming, they are into the bottom half. That is the last thing we were expecting. Let's hope this map of Purgatory gives some changes towards the play set, or maybe mindset. Crash landing is going to be way more favorable compared to what the teams are trying to decide. Go passive for as long as possible, because 5 kill points earned is way more precious than 5 standing points earned.
Yes, very much. We saw in the points table as well, there was a team with 3 kill points, due to which they were able to place themselves better than those teams who have got at least 1 or 2 rank points. But at the same time, we'll be stepping into the map of Purgatory, where we'll be able to see how things will turn out for the teams on the bottom. And let me remind you, when my co-caster said that, Tanya did point out that Soneeta Gamer, the best duo for them is going to be Soneeta with Sagar, if I'm not wrong. But it looks like those two magicians were not actually there. But this time on the side of SG, we have a different musician, and let's see how things will turn out for them. As we can see that the flight path is going right to the center of the map, dissecting it perfectly into 2 different halves, and we are able to see there's one skirmish which could actually take place towards the side of Crossroads, as we're able to see team Lone Wolves going in for the corners, and they're going to be accompanied by team number 12, and that is supposed to be the team of probably the Vulcans.
Bshow.
Oh, Bshow, yeah, Bshow.
Let's see if the skirmish is going to continue in the grounds of Crossroad. Indeed, it shall be. The players have been able to pick up some weaponry, some armors, and we can see 1 health kit only. Now, it is not the viable situation to go ahead and pick a battle, but I am afraid if there's any second chances left for them, or any second options left for them, the fight is going to happen for sure. And we can see Clue being used by YDW, and Clue is given a lot of importance coming in from teams of Nepal. We did not get to see this agent being used in terms of Indian or Pakistan chapter, but it is Ayush Garg who has already got an opportunity to deliver a little bit of damage, and now he cannot afford to waste the ammos as well. Going for the hunt of ammo, he has realized on the grounds of Quarry as well. Vulcans it is. We did see Vulcans picking up some good fights in the map of Bermuda. Once again, they're going for the crash landings. Who is going to take down whom? That time is going to show us, but Lunatic is going ahead with the open vehicular rotation. Now, that is something literally risky that he's trying to do, and he saves himself. I don't understand, Arka, how the players are just racing into the open safely and not being caught. Now, that happens very rarely.
And look at the gun being used against your own teammate rather than on the enemy. Like when you have a high damage gun like car, you don't use it against an enemy who's driving a vehicle, but rather use it against against a vehicle which is in front of you. Really shocking. But at the same time, look, I still don't understand the confidence coming in from those lurkers of the team, where they're going in, making sure that they take a vehicle and try to move around and still surviving that. Yes, pretty much a bit of a shocker for both of us, but at the same time, I think that the other teams are actually allowing them to do that. And when it comes to a very neck to neck fight where they have to go in for a do or die situation, that is when these overconfidence can be broken down.
Yeah, that overconfidence shall be broken down, because ultimately it is giving loss to your own growth. Ultimately, if you go so overconfident, you are taken down, you're eliminated without any kill points. So maybe the situations shall be changed. And talking about highest resource loot zone, which was supposedly forged right now, we can clearly see a team near to it getting best of the loot, and the team to procure Booyah right now. Raw is trying to play a little safe, not going ahead all in, going for the safer approach, and which is totally acceptable. You always don't need to go all in every single time. And coming back to team Bshow right now, Bshow right now, they also look safe near to Moat House grounds. No early casualties were spotted where we were expecting. And coming back to team like Soneeta Gamer, it was Suzaku left with a little low in HP, and Soneeta herself is not playing today, which might impact the performances coming in from team Soneeta Gamers.
Yeah, pretty much when it comes to the point where it's going to be, you'll be playing for making it into the next round of the map, an elimination to be specific. It's important for you to bring a complete strong roster rather than, trying to get them in the group stages. This is not the time to experiment, especially today, where you will have to play 6 valuable maps, due to in which at least you need 3 maps going in your favor and making sure that you have enough number of kill points in your name. And that has not been, seriously taken from the teams like Soneeta Gaming or Skylight. Is something shocking for me to see, but the others are going to take advantage of all these things. Vulcan Gaming on the other side, they do see a team pretty much close to them. That's going to be WT coming in, and that was a very, very good way of being a slithering snake, making sure that he holds up to that position for a brief period of time. At the same time, Vulcan is going to welcome Lunatic with that MP, with that PC. I keep forgetting it, but at the same time, yeah, P90 coming in is going to be confirmed as well. He had a dual vector or a single vector to be, take a counter, attack against him, but it's just that the crosses were not being met behind the glue wall, and due to which, he was taken down. The P90 is doing a good job when it comes to a close range fight, but still the debate remains: is it MP40? It's going to be, is it MP5? Is it dual vector, or is it P90, or probably the new one which has come up everywhere, the Mac 10?
Let's see which weapons will be used. But before that, we are seeing the circle. Oh my God, circle today's circle are all devastating. They are either very, very southernized or northernized. This time, once again, it is going to be northeast. The teams to head towards Moat House look safe. Highest resource loot zone into the hands of Team Raw. Now they are going to be even more deadlier. The teams who decided to land on the western as well as southern island are totally abandoned, and now they need to make sure they make a move without being spotted. I like the way how Team LH is making a move, deploying a UAV light, realizing there's no enemy on the grounds of Brasilia, and how Brasilia is totally barren. Now that is also strange in its own self. Ski lodge into the hands of Raw. Vending machine, highest resource loot zone. I think the strongest team in terms of loot right now is Raw, and Raw also has that firepower. We can expect Team Raw reaching until top 3. Coming back to Team Soneeta Gamer here, they are also racing into the open with fearlessly. They have realized there's nobody sharing the ground. Look at the split that they are following, and also they have also procured some vehicles for easy rotation, but for now they don't need any rotations. They are within the circle as well.
Yep, let's see how things will go for them. This is going to be the next team to watch out for, the team Skylight Gaming, because they are the teams of actually the Wounded Lion, and we all know what a Wounded Lion would want to do in the second game. Team BM on the other side, the Bshows, it's like this team actually have a very good capability. The rotation seems to be working in their favor. It's just that they're not able to put up their crosses in the right spot to take down that early kills. At the same time, we can see that T2K is pretty much close to them. T2K is pretty much close to the sniper tower with his teammate. They're trying to to hold up that position. Team NM on the other side is pretty much coming closer. I think the Naya Nepal have a different story to say. And look at what's happening from the side of ASG with that McLaren trying to come up, make a sound in this game, but eventually that sound can be put off, as we all know how vulnerable position they're holding it. But at the same time, there was a team at the side of Moathouse, and towards the eastern southern side of Moathouse, there's one spot on the northern side of Ski Lodge itself, which is a small ridge. Okay, nobody is going to even think of going at that position, and if you're able to hold it in such a circle, I do believe that Booyah is just going to fall into your arms.
Absolutely, and we have seen Team ASG taking away Booyah. Like it was a fun part to watch out to. Once again, we can expect the same story rewritten, but into the different angle. And Team ASG once again within the circle. Soneeta Gamers, well, it is Skylight Gaming right now into the open, not Soneeta. So they are also looking quite safe with some snipers. Now they've got the advantage of height. They've got zipline very close just in case. Once again, Circle decides to take hard shift vehicles. Heard here, we can expect Team LH coming in against Team ASG. The slicers and dicers are also ready into the fields. Are they going to harvest Team LH once again in terms of kill points? So this time firepower is going to beat down the melee attacks. UAV deployed, and it is much important to realize about where the opponents are. Intel acquired by Skurman. Now this is exactly what they wanted. Grenades might be cooked immediately, and we can expect some casualties happening.
Yep, hopefully we'll be able to see more of casualties coming in. I really want to see some close range battles happening anytime now. Still, we're able to see that 48 people, just one man gone down. Yes, we were right when we saw the previous time. In the previous match, there were only 40 people. That comes to say that there were some really good skirmishes which was happening. But for now, we are able to see that, on the 12 or 3 teams, there are 48, 47 people alive. As I said, it's important for you to pick up some kills when it comes to the map of Purgatory, because when you come closer to one another in a big map like this, that is where things can actually go wrong. ASG on the other side, they're holding a very good compound towards the side of field, where we saw that Soneeta Gamers was a team who actually came into this part of the map before. It looks like they have taken a shift from here, but at the same time, I want to see who's going to be, whether Team GV are pretty much holding the same spot at Moathouse. The Goodvibes are holding that top most region of this place. No, it looks like they're going to come down from Moathouse and try to be vulnerable at this point of time in the hands of Team SG and Raw. And Raw looks like they want to come into the battle. They want to start their assault, and it looks like they've already started, as we're able to see that they're pretty much close to GV as well as SG at this point of time. And let's not forget that Sky Gaming are in a three-way skirmish, and Raw is being the patty in the sandwich.
Amidst meet a patty, and let's see who is going to be the stronger bread, because definitely the team to hold at the upper side is going to have an entire extra set of kills. UAV above their head, 3 teams shall be spotted, and indeed they are spotted, and exactly the intel required is see Jalan is trying to deliver a damage to the vehicle because his fellow teammate left him away, and he wanted to get that bike ride for the rotation. Now certainly he has got 10 minutes on the clock, and 12 teams are surviving now on the grounds of Purgatory. This is the last thing that I was particularly expecting. No early casualties, no early battles, no early knocks. Only 3 players are lost, and 45 still within the lobby. Circle has taken a shift. It would be great to see about where has the circle gone. For now, Team GV within the hard compound through the window peak. They have moved. This is the team who made move from Moathouse towards the southern side, where they had to make sure they had a compound to work out with. Now it's the time for Team SNG. What is going to happen to Soneeta Gamers? In front of them, there's a team like ASG. Behind them, there's also one more team, and this team is nothing but Bshow. They are going for a little bit of safer approach, and how long this triangle is going to hold on to before initiating. Now it is siren ringing. I think Circle shall be able to force this three teams to pick up the battle.
But at the same time, I really like what Kings has done here from the side of SN, from the side of Soneeta Gamers. He knows that he wants to carry more of, more of the other kinds of loot, like glue walls and grenades. And he knows that he can't carry bullets with it. And that's why he's gone in for that plasma gun, where he knows that all he has to do is wait for it to cool, and he's going to have unlimited bullets for himself. And that he can put it in a very good use to make sure that he brings down all the kinds of glue walls which is going to be put in front of them. Raw on the other side, we can see that Sannyasi is not going to stop stop himself. He's going to make sure he's going to take at least a player down every now and then to give them the right kind of opening. Naya, Nepal at this point of time pretty much in the crosshairs of them. They're pretty much getting taken down now and then. Soneeta Gamers on the other side. Sagar with that crosshair being at the window. He wants to make sure that he gives the damage. There it is. The shot gets connected. He wants to go in for a confirmation as soon as possible. A glue wall is being put up by a teammate. He's just trying to break it out at this point of time, but eventually he doesn't get that confirmation. Probably if he had a dual gun, it would have been much more easier. We saw Groza also coming in. They've got the right kind of loot at this point of time, but the position they're holding could be pretty much vulnerable. Raw on the other side goes in for an exchange of grenades at this point of time. Naya, Nepal are trying to come in a very different gameplay. John wants to go in. He gets taken down by Sannyasi yet again. Sannyasi seems to be that player to watch out for when it comes to the side of Raw Gaming. They have to make sure that they get inside the circle as well, as they're taking a lot of zone damage.
The zone damage has been tanked up. They had some sort of a health kits, but imagine using all the health kits before time. When you pick up the battle, you'll have none to work out with. On the course, circle is also working its way. Which direction will it go in once again? It is literally torture to the players into the southern island. Now this sort of a torture, who will be able to bear the most is going to win it out, and it is one of the difficult hard shifts spotted right now towards northeastern. Once again, not getting centralized. Naya, Nepal on the course as a two-man roster alive. They are still battling against a squad, whereas they have got the vehicles to pick up the rotation. Well, what a beautiful bike skin to take a ride into the grounds of Purgatory, where all the greeneries and the mountains are on the way. But will it be any easier with the enemies right across? And it is going to be Team LH using McLaren, and they are reaching safely. Car blast is the last thing happening, but it is Suzyan TRG able to take down Suzaki. Soneeta Gamers is losing player trades coming in. Skorman is down on the knees as well. And here we can see Team ASG, the team to take away the Booyah this time, are also getting knocked.
Yes, and a grenade comes in into that compound. Very good gameplay coming in from their side. LH comes in from the backstab. It was like he was there from a really long time. It's just that the opponents did not have, sense of their teams being present over their team. LH at this point of time, Babai gets taken down. Could be confirmed in case there's no backup coming in from their side. Team WH have put up glue walls after glue walls, restricting the players from actually coming in. But it's not going to stop them for a brief period of time. As we're able to see that Snow Sherman is coming with that maximum from a different angle. He started to assault the complete squad. Make sure he gets more than one. On the other side, Saira also sees another player. It's Soneeta Gamers after losing one player. Suzuki, they want to make sure they get one player or one or two players at the same time. M10 being held by the other side. It's an MP40 versus an M10, which is happening over here. Life Hackers, LH on the other side are making sure that they take all the glue walls in front of them and take down the enemy before they get off the crosshair.
Let's see where the crosshairs are, where the damage is, where the lead is being showered. Who will be taken down for now? Team MT with one kill, and two-man roster is trying to make a move towards the circle, and now the circle was literally very, very chaotic. But where team the LW is trying to take all the advantage of gatekeeping here, are able to take down one. Will the confirmation come in? And yes, the player from Vulcan Esports is going to be taken down. Raw Esports is abandoned on position 11 by the Wrath of Zone, as well as all the teams. Vulcan Gaming as well. What a chaotic circle. And here Team W is making most use of the advantage of height, also being within the circle, and Rahul Gamer is also eliminated by the shots of Nini coming in from YOV. ASG still surviving as a squad. Once again, the strategy repeats. They are within the edge of the circle and within the shack. The only team within the circle is none other than Team Bshow. Let's see how long will Bshow survive here. They have got the advantage of height, but above them, they've got two teams waiting for the move.
Yes, but at the same time, a uphill battle could be a little vulnerable for them. ASG on the other side are the team which is on the lower ground. They are pretty much inside the circle. All they have to do is hold on for the others to actually fight out one another. It's not important for them to take this battle, but on the other side, we can see that Rahul wants to make sure that he connects some grenades, gives the damage to the enemies. He's still got one grenade to work out for. Two landmines. He's put up one over there. He's put up two landmines over there, not allowing the enemies to actually come in. Another grenade goes in, does the damage, but doesn't take players down. Skylight Gaming eliminated on the other side. What is happening over here? I did not expect them to go down so early. LW on the other side, they've still got 3 kills. They are also having advantage of that reach, due to which they're able to come in. Rahul on the other side is making sure he takes one player at a time, and that's a very good way to decimate a team for sure. SNG, we can see that Soneeta Gamers, one player is pretty much still alive. That's going to be Saga with the sniper, connecting shot after shot. He wants to make sure that he is lone man standing, and with one man standing, he wants to make sure that he gets gets the booyah for the team. Let's not forget what's happening from here on, as we're able to see that the circle is taken a very center shift and everybody have to make it inside the circle. LW on the other side losing a lot of players at this point of time. AGS have to make sure that they go in with full assault, otherwise they might get taken down anytime soon.
They might be taken down, but with the bolt action rifle Alu is using, he is trying to get so many carbs in terms of kills, and let's see how many more can he go. They are in the edge of the circle, and Soneeta Gamer Sagar finally coming to the action. That is some treat to the eyes happening. Soneeta Gamer 7 frag and 3-man roster still alive. King is going for the spray, and unfortunately the angle that he's deciding is not working. Anything that he's willing to, the player is racing to the open. He shall be caught, but thanks to Glue Wall, he's going to survive a little while extra. How long will he be able to survive will be the question for sure. Team LW, and it is going to be Suzian taking down Team Goodvibes as well. Bshow still surviving within the circle. Hard compound using a tree to cover himself, and he is taken down on the knees. He was easily spotted. Yes, it is Purgatory with the of the land of greeneries, but still with lot of greeneries, he is going to get spotted, and Bshow himself down as a 2-man roster with the M249 in the hands. They are trying to push it in. This will be the man confirming kills by kills by kills. Position 3 also eliminated. 12 frags. They've got Booyah previously. They going for the repetition of the Booyah. 4v2 is the situation, and with the double barrel, Alu is able to make one down and confirmed as well. Soneeta Gamer did survive until position 2, but Team ASG Asian Gamers are definitely ruling the day to make Team the MVP with total of 4 frags.
I mean, the whole team had a total of 14 kills in their name, and that's not a small number, and that is going to put up a big difference between themselves and the others. This could be the point where Asian Gamers have cemented themselves into the next round, where they have already got 2 consecutive booyahs, and not only that, in the first game, pretty much they got very less number of kills. They probably got some around 8 or 10 kills, if I'm not wrong, before, Naya Nepal actually performed so well in front of them. But in this game, they showed who is the king. The importance of getting kills is pretty much seen in front of our eyes at this point of time. They were holding a very good position. Even though they got a player down, they made sure that they come in from a different angle. Hard cover. What can hard cover do to you in the map of Purgatory is pretty much visible on our screens, because in the map of Purgatory, it's very tough for you to connect those grenades. And if you are good at connecting grenades, that is when, the whole team is pretty much getting the kills in your name. But at the same time, what a gameplay coming in from their side. Let's not forget, at one point of time, Team LH, I'm still not able to understand who was that team. They had a very good compound coming in their name, but all of a sudden, Naya Nepal or Raw Esports came out of nowhere. They did not see that this team was coming in, because it was like their complete right side was covered up because of the wall of the compound which they were holding. They go in, decimate the complete squad inside, and that was really good to see. I know that there are more teams who have got decent number of kills, and it's going to be a different story when it comes to the overall when it comes to the points table of this specific map. But at the same time, the zone, the way it has played in this game, Tanya, what do you have to say about that?
Well, the zone was the worst player here. Most difficult part was not the players battling or the fight, but the zone, which took brutal shift every single time, not
Yep.
getting centralized even for a single time. Out of all 5 circle
Yeah.
created, every time it was a hardship. Starting, it was northeastern, again going for the northwestern shift, where all the teams were left into the southern direction. We are going to talk about zone a little while later, but we are going to talk about map-wise scorecard 26, and a dream come true for the team Asian Gaming. They have got a second consecutive booyah. I really want to see the triple coming in, a hat trick coming in from Asian. But somewhere a good news for Soneeta Gaming. Finally, they are into the top half of the leaderboard, and not only of the top half, they are on position 2 with total of 17 points. Bshow, the team who landed on the highest resource loot zone and then avoiding the battle, I think that was something smart move that they went ahead with. With that, they were able to survive and also procure position 3 and total of 12 points. Double digit club once again ends with the name of Lone Wolves, total of 10 points to work out with. Then comes Goodvibes with 7 points. Rahul Gamer, the team who was left with I think barely any kills into the previous map, they are into top 6 with total of 6 points.
Yep, let's see how things will be for the Prem at the bottom. I know that they'll be suffering. Walkie talkie at this point of time. Somebody has cut off their frequency, put them down to 0 pointers in their name. On the other side, Nepros at one point of time, I really thought that Nepros will be the team to watch out for the day. It looks like they've been restricted the second consecutive time. Skylight Gaming on the other side, yes, again, Vulcan Gaming, all are these teams who have actually been put down. Raw Gaming and Naya Nepal, the teams which were there on the top of the first in the first half, in the first game, right now coming into the second half of the table. 4 points for one person. Naya Nepal, 5 rank points, just one kill points. And this is what kill points, this is why kill points are really important when it comes to the map of Purgatory. And a very, very good start for the side of Asian Gamers. I really like the way they did it. In the first game, Naya Nepal gave them the booyah. In the second game, they took the booyah from everyone else. What a gameplay coming in from their side. Like, they were holding that southern side for a long time, and the way they were holding behind that compound was really good. They were throwing grenades for at the enemies, and for the enemies it was much more easier to take them down,
Easier.
because they did not have, yeah, they did not have any land to run away. They had to stop themselves behind that fence. One or two grenades could have actually given them that opening to actually rush down and take these people out, but a divided attention to those people on the top of the ridge, in between the ridge, put them down. At the same time, Asian Gaming with 42 points, with just two games
Wow.
done and dusted, 18 kill points, two booyahs of 24 points on the top. Will be, as I said, this could be the moment where they're going to be cementing themselves. All they have to do is get an average of 5, and I don't think that's going to be hard for them. Naya Nepal on the other side, 14 points and 11 kill points for them. Even though the second game did not go in their favor, they have done a good job. Lone Wolves 99. The first game did not go in their favor. Second game pretty much decently well in the went in their favor. 24 points for them. Soneeta Gamers, the fans are going to be putting a smile on their face. 22 points for them as well. Raw Esports. This is the team which relies more on the kill points and less on the rank points. And this comes the difference. Sometimes you need to balance both. It's not like you just have kill points and you can make it on the top, but they still have a very good fighting chance because they're just 6 points away from making it to the second spot. Nepros Gaming, 12 points. They have to double their points to make it at least into the top 4.
Absolutely. They will have to make sure level up, double up to go into top four. But I'm really keeping my eyes on Asian Gaming once again. They have got a massive lead of 17 points now. That is too much to achieve for anyone. I think they're doing very good. All they need to do is balance the consistency that they have portrayed by far. Coming to the next half of the overall scorecard, we can see Bshow on position 7 with a total of 17 points, followed by Goodvibes at the double digit club ends here with the good vibes for them. But there's still room of qualifying here until position 8. Talking about 9, 10, 11, 12, Skylight Gaming was the last team that I could have expected into the bottom 4. Walkie talkie, everyone has got 7 points from here forth. So I don't know how the competition is going to run between Skylight Gaming, Walkie talkie, Rahul Gaming, Vulcan Gaming. It is going to be the mix of all. Maybe some teams got relying on surviving more, and they are the teams who shall be relying on surviving a little extra minutes, because skill points are definitely not matching up to the scores of what we have into the first half. The team like Raw Esports relying upon kill points rather standing points. The team like Team ASG, I think Alu has to be the key player for the team. The way he has shown the set of skills coming in from close range battle, particularly with M1887, I want to see this team even get one more booyah. I want the first half going entire into their name. Let's see if they are able to fulfill my wish or no, because ultimately it is not only their competition. There are other 11 teams also coming towards the same set of play. Will they be able to procure the booyah into the map of Kalahari? Because coming back to Kalahari, expect the unexpected is the only words coming to my mind.
Yep. But at the same time, let's not forget that we have expected a lot of unexpected things in this tournament, where we are starting to say this is the most unpredictable tournament so far, where we are able to see the Kings have been dethroned just for one or two maps, and due to which they are eventually losing their own empire. But at the same time, let's see how things are going to turn out for the underdogs who are performing over here. It's good. It's very easy for you to make your name, but to maintain that name in the community is something which takes a lot of guts and grind. And let's see whether these teams will be able to do so, because after this tournament they'll be stepping in officially to be one of those pro teams who might be invited, or probably the teams which will be look out for. But at the same time, I want to see how things will turn out. I know that there are teams which have been hurt very bad, like Skylight Gaming, as we were speaking about it. Skylight Gaming have to play and unleash their beast, make sure that they come out and play really well, or else things can go really bad. As I said, Skylight Gaming, it's important for them to stick together, and we are able to see that they're not able to do that. And if they're able to do it with all four men standing together, if they rush in and decimate teams, they'll be able to put up some kill points as well as some rank points for themselves. And right now, it's a wake up time for them. The third map is like halfway through the day, and it's important for them to secure some really good points, or else it will be a do or die situation by the next map.
Absolutely. The second half, if you are into the bottom six with a single digit score, the next half is not going to change the entire set of play. Even if you go with three consecutive booyahs, the race is still on. You might not be able to eliminate the teams who are into top four position. For now, we can talk about Team ASG, one of the most wonderful team, proved themselves, because I had a question into the very first map. Why are they not going for the kills and they are just holding into a small check? But that is a part of the strategy of surviving as a squad. And ultimately, when they had to pick up a battle, I think by far for the day they are the highest fraggers with the double digit. If I'm not mistaken, it was
Yep.
total of 14 to 15 frags. It is almost eliminating total of 4 squads. Now that is a thing. Getting a booyah, not fear, or not having no fear to pick up the kills. This is exactly what you have to show and prove yourselves into such international tournaments where three nations are combined. And I think into the gradual stages, if there's one team that every other team should be watching out for, it has to be Team ASG.
But at the same time, I really like the strategies of other teams coming in over here. They're not showing off their complete potential, but at the same time, they're making sure they qualify for the next round. It's important for you to hide your strategies in the beginning itself, because if you give out your complete strategy even in these early stages of the game, then all the other teams are going to counter strategize it, make sure that they come in and assault you in the beginning of the game itself in the next round to restrict you and avoid that biggest threat you are in the first round itself, because that is the most important thing for you. Sometimes you need to be there in the shadows lurking around, and when the time is right, that is when you'll have to come out and take that hiss against the enemies. Hoping to see how things will turn out for those teams on the top. Will they be able to come up with a new kind of strategy every now and then? If they're able to do that, then I do believe that fresh mind is going to give them a lot of booyahs in this game. But at the same time, this is not a small title for yourself. This is World Esports Cup, and that cup is going to make sure that your name is well known for a really long time. Thank you so much for Infinix Smartphone for coming up with such a beautiful tournament. Let's not forget India Today Gaming for coming in association with them to bring out and to make sure that all this is going well. At the same time, let's not forget Platonia for the kind of broadcast, for the kind of smooth gameplay which has been put up on your screens. They're the broadcasting partners. Do not forget to go into all these three socials and make sure that you subscribe. At the same time, do not forget to spam in the chat hashtag own the game, because all of that is happening with this smartphone popping up on our screens right now. Infinix Note 11S, a beautiful mobile, I would like to say, with a very good wide angle low light capability, as well as the way it has chances. And look at where the blue zone has happened. I've never seen this before in a long time. The complete refinery is a place where you get a lot of loot, and it looks like this time it's going to be giving a lot of people. I saw a lot of people jumping in, the flight path going right to the center. Obviously everybody saw that it went over refinery, dividing it into three halves. But shocked to see that nobody wants to get into refinery. I think ASG would want to go in. Early skirmishes to be found on the northern eastern side of the map, at the side of on the northern side of confinement, and I do believe that is going to be the side of Council Hall, and I can see that the skirmish has already started. LH have already taken one player down, confirmed him as well. The second one also goes down. I do believe that the third one is also gone down at this point of time. SG on the other side are counter strategizing against the side of Team 6, and let's see how things will turn out for them.
Let's see how it is going to turn out, and I'm glad to see sniper heal rifle is also here. And how is it going to be used? It has got a very good damage. It can heal your teammates also. It can deliver a lot of damage to the opponents. I really want to see the use of it, because by far in WEC we have not spotted this entire sniper rifle being used. For now, if you have a look at Team NP, they are into safe positions, but it is Evans who was spotted by Nehru. VSS attacks coming on the way, is able to take down one player. Now rush comes in. Janak with a melee in the hands is also holding his position into the grounds of Council Hall. I really want to see that battle which was happening where the players were revived and the player was revived immediately. Nehru doesn't have a close combat weapon here. Let's see how is he going to fight. Chrono ability deployed right on time, and now he is trying to jump out of it, and the weapon AC-10 finally comes into the action as well. Skylight Gaming are struggling bad. Both ways, two players are down on the knees, and I'm afraid if Annoying or Jalal are going to help towards the revival. Well, Jalal, not sure about the revival, but yes, for the confirmation. Wow!
Yeah, but at the
Did you see
same
that?
time, yeah, I did see that. Did he just?
Yeah, he confirmed with the FreeFire knife. Now that is again a rare case of scenario. We don't get to see that in this sort of a competition.
Yeah, but at the same time, look at the confirmation coming in from the side of NP as well. Two players are actually getting taken down at one corner. The other two are taking another fight somewhere far away. And I don't think it's the right thing for them. SG on the other side, after losing a player, it's going to be Skylight Gaming. Still, it's like crawling themselves. They have to dig themselves out of the dirt they are in right now. Make sure that they get some kills also in their name. I did not see. Everybody still knows that, that sniper rifle which heals, the healing rifle is being used. But everybody have to realize that it's just got 3 bullets, and it's important for you to connect at least 2, or else things can be wrong for you. But at the same time, what was he speaking about this gun, still it's giving a lot of damage, and you already saw confirmation also coming in. NP will be left out with one last player. MP40 will be his name, and let's see whether he'll be able to live up to the name of the gun.
Well, MP40 did self-grenade himself on the map of Bermuda. Let's hope this time he remains safe for as long as possible to get those extra standing points, because getting a booyah is not even a dream come true, and no, not such dreams do officially come true as well. Launchpad being used, and the players are trying to go get the advantage of refinery. Let's see how the launchpad is going to land them. If they land at all in other team's face, it is going to be very, very risky. Coming back to Team Raw, they are able to procure 1 frag and surviving as a strong roster alive. Coming to Skylight Gaming, they were able to earn 2 frags early on, but on the contrary, they've already lost 2 players, and now this is the time Skylight Gaming might be able to get some early picks. And mind you, they don't have any health kits to work out with, only 1 glue wall, no throwables whatsoever, and Team Raw is being attacked in every different angles, and as Aspect's Magician, after taking 2 knocks, is down on the knees. Jalal needs to make wonders, and he could not. Team Raw will survive, and they will revive. A good plan, indeed a very good plan, but could not execute because they were outnumbered.
But at the same time, I really like how Raw played that over there. Yet again, P60 seems to be the gun which is going to save a lot of people. As soon as one person got down from the side of Raw, the second player who jumped down made sure that he puts up a glue wall and divides the opposite team, because there were 2 men standing, and that gave them an opportunity to take 1 player at a time, and a very, very good gameplay coming in from the side of Raw. And I would like to say that they took complete advantage of that 1 glue wall, used it as an offensive gameplay at this point of time, and took down 1 player. And the second player was pretty much easy as he was walking into their crosshairs, and all 3 men standing, coming up with the launchers above the sub cranes and making sure that they're dominating. Soneeta Gamers on the other side, pretty much the only team on the northern side of the map at the shrines. They can come in slow, get a booyah in their name with an ample of 5 to 6 kills to make sure that they cement themselves in the second position. Raw on the other side, after losing a player, seems to be a little vulnerable. They're not going in for a full assault gameplay from here on, but let's see how things will turn out. For now, we are looking at the Bshows pretty much at the side of Bayfront, if I'm not wrong. And they're looking forward to hold that position for a long time. But Refinery having the blue zone, just imagine the kind of loot you can attain over there. And it was shocking to see that there's no team over there.
And now Team Raw has certainly been able to reach there, if I'm not mistaken. And if they are, we did see though, they were the team to get the best of the loot in the map of Purgatory, but went empty-handed, not even a single frag for themselves. Now that is something surprising. Let's see what more is surprising, because we are already 6 minutes down, 11 teams, 36 players, and the players are on the verge of rotation. And it is going to be Team Bshow trying to make a move, last man standing. Are they aware about it, or they are just trying to go towards a vending machine where, yes, They are heading for the vending machine. We did clearly see they are upgrading the backpack. They want to store a little extra ammos, the extra grenades on the way. And in the grounds of Kalahari, it is not very easy to accumulate all the loot that you need. Vending machines are one of the key factors, and they did use vehicular rotation to reach towards the vending machine. Now, if you have a look at Team NN, they are on the towers right now. They have got an entire 360 view, but I'm afraid that this 360 view is going to give them any advantage or no. There's nobody willing also to rotate, and there's one team trying to enter here, and that is going to be nothing but Team Bshow making a move towards highest resource loot zone.
Yes, finally, Team Bshow is going to get a lot of resources in their name. They took that guts to make it inside Refinery, and for which they'll be blessed for sure. But at the same time, Vulcans are pretty much in the crosshairs of Naya, Nepal at this point of time. Let's see whether they'll be able to taste some new medicine, or the Vulcans will be able to put the fire into the faces of NN and end them with the wrath of that heat. But at the same time, I also see that, Team AS, that is Asian Gamers, are pretty much close at the side of Refinery. But I don't understand why they're not going for any kind of fight. This one map, if they get some ample number of kills, and if they're able to secure the booyah, that is going to give a lot of advantage for them. Let me remind you, they were already at 40 plus pointer by the end of the second game, so they have a huge scope of attaining more of it in their name. And a lure coming in from the side of La Vulcans. They've changed their location. They've gone into hard cover at this point of time. They do realize it's not necessary for them to take such kind of a fight. I just want to see where the circle is forming up. For now, BMs are going to be so happy that they've got so much amount of loot. But the most important question lies this: will they be able to use those and put it in the right use? Will they be able to put it in the right use, or will they be taken down and they're going to carry it and be a backpack for someone else?
Let's see if it is going to be a backpack, because we do have level 3 backpacks. Are they going to turn them to help them to achieve it to a level backpack 4? But for now, with the advantage of height, I can expect some frags coming in. And if we have a look at the roof of the warehouse where the team opponents are holding into, which is Team Vulcan for now, but the crosshair is not getting set. The weapon is just on point. Woodpecker might be able to get the knock immediately. Let's see what happens right now. The circle is closing in. It is getting centralized. And if we have a look at shrines, there is one team there, which is Soneeta Gamers. Once again, we can expect them to go for the later rotations, which did work very good into their favors. UAV being used by Larry it is, and Luffy it is, and he looks safe as well, the last man for his team. Naya Nepal are heading towards Team Vulcan. I really don't know if Jonda is aware. He is entering into the mouth of the lions. If he does, he might be taken down.
Yeah, but at the same time, Soneeta Gamers also have a launchers to work out for. If they use those launchers and step into Bayfront where nobody is there at this point of time, they can get early access to the eastern side of the zone. But at the same time, Team LH pretty much alive. Still, somewhere I'm not able to put figures into my mind to check who is this Team LH named after. But still, right now, we're able to see that Team BM, they're having the crosshairs of the very team we were speaking about. Pretty much one player getting shot at this point of time. Nick, everybody over there. Team BM have an advantage to take them down. All they have to do is come out. Even though being in the, blue tire zone, I don't know why they're still having a level 1 and a level 1 vest and a level 2 helmet.
I really don't understand why they are not upgrading, or they have. If you have a look at it, some players do have level 3, so not everybody was able to procure that. But something that Naya Nepal has procured is the advantage of height, and also an opportunity to not allow the opposition team, which is Vulcan for now, to make an entry. They are struggling. One frag was confirmed by Rocket, but he's taken down. And if we compare the weapons, one of the players using the cord gun and other two are using Woodpecker. Coming back to Team LH as a trio, 3-man roster alive, and three-way affair is also on. One team on the right hand side, one team on the western side. But right now that is happening is Team GB picking up the action, and the zone is also closing in. This fight is between total of 3 parties, one being Zone, the biggest culprit, Soneeta Gamers team, who decided to take an easier rotation through the launch pad. One of the player was able to race out of this battle, but will the last man remain? He also allowed, and no is the answer. Subhash is taken down, and will he be confirmed? Yes, indeed, he will be confirmed, and on the course, Subhash will be revived. Luffy is still surviving. Soneeta Gamers team deciding to go for the longest rotation, and on the course, Subhash is also facing the wrath of the blue zone, choking through the blue zone. They do have some health kits to work out with, so should not be the cause of concern. Player shall be revived. Will also make make a move towards the circle. But talking about circle, there's one more launch pad used. Now it is a risky affair coming in from the last man, Luffy remaining. He used the launch pad. He entered into the grounds of two men, two teams already sharing the grounds. And over here we
Oh.
can see Team Vulcan struggling bad.
Yeah, and I do believe that the Vulcans have to make sure that they find some hard cover at this point of time, because the high ground support or the advantage of high ground coming in from the side of Refinery can give a lot of advantage for the other players. We can see that Team LH, one more player gets taken down. It's going to be Vulcans left out with two players finally finding some hard cover. It's going to be one player. Then we're able to see the Zidane on the other side. He's pretty much going with that camouflage suit. He doesn't reach at the right time, but eventually he could be detected any second soon and get taken down. If he's not gonna get taken down, that could give them a lot of advantage. For now, it's gonna be Soneeta Gamers with one man down having an advantage. Yes, the final person gets seen, gets eliminated. Vulcans on the 10th position and out. At this point of time, we're able to see that Naya Nepal have got 4 frags in their name. It's gonna be Z-Boy who's actually leading everybody from the front. He's trying to push in. He sees his teammates are pretty much holding a very good ground at the side of Foundation. Mr. MP40 still playing it really safe. He was the last man standing for his team, and it looks like he'll be playing a little more. Soneeta Gamers are again doing the same thing, holding one compound, everybody together. WT on the other side are the team in the crosses of everybody else. The zone is going to put them down. Walkie talkie is still not finding the right frequency into this game. Let's see whether they'll be making it inside. One more person gets taken down, and it's going to be GV who's going to make them shut down. At this point of time, Walkie talkie gets eliminated at the 8th spot.
Well, GV were definitely able to get the knock. I am afraid LH were able to confirm those frags. So GV will be left with only 2 frags to work out with. Walkie talkie, definitely they were able to take down Soneeta Gamers team, some players at least, but ultimately could not pave their way towards the circle. So let's see what is Soneeta Gamers team going to go ahead with after losing Kings. They are going to go ahead as a trio, and it is going to be Blimp just above the head. Wherever it is landing is going to give the advantage, and over here advantage goes to Hacker, where he's able to spot one player, take down immediately and confirm with the perfect connection of M1887 shots. Soneeta Gamers at this time are trying to play edge to edge. Summon airdrop has been called. Noah is going to go ahead, and we really don't know if there's something that might help him. And Noah completing with the loot team trained to kill. Let's see what is Noah up to here. It is Bshow though, and there's total of 6 teams, 19 players, 6 more teams remaining, and Team Nepros will be shut down by Team Naya Nepal. And Naya Nepal immediately been taken down by Team Bshow. Now that was quick.
Oh my god, look at the consecutive fall of bodies which we'll be able to see in our crosshairs right now. Is going to be the side of Soneeta. They have an opportunity to actually make it into the center of the circle rather than being involved with all these fights. They're trying to take down every player possible. Team GB in their crosshairs at this point of time. Goodvibes have a very good game so far, but it looks like right now they're going to be suffering. As you were speaking about one grenade not being used, the slow grenade, the ice grenade also put into use at this point of time. But LH on the other side, I do believe this is Rahul Gamers at this point of time. 3 players pretty much still alive. They're playing a very good game. Soneeta Gamers on the other side, I don't know what they're up to. They have to make sure that they go in and take down players. They pretty much become a sandwich between 2 teams at this point of time. GB and LH are going to make sure that they decimate the complete squad of Soneeta Gamers. 2 players left out at this point of time. 1 person in cover. The second person pretty much close to the side. Saga pretty much over there, taking the fight head on at this point of time. A 1v4, not pretty much possible, I would like to say. But at the same time, looks like before going down, Soneeta Gamers have to make sure that they get 2 to 3 kills in their name.
And over here, the last man, they could not survive. Soneeta Gaming getting eliminated on position 5. Now it is GV Subhash, the last man standing here. 2 frags confirmed, and let's see how long will he be able to survive against Team LH. And over here, Subhash is able to confirm the 3rd frag for himself, which was a pretty good one. Let's see how many more. On the course, Asian Gaming getting eliminated. Now that was the team who was on the triple towards the Booyah, could not acquire triple. Who is going to take away the 3rd Booyah for the day on the grounds of Kalahari? 3 teams format. Not even a single team that is healthy except for Bshow surviving as a duo, trying to deliver a lot of damage to Subhash, and definitely he has got a P90. He's trying to go for a close call battle, whereas Hacker wants to make sure he takes a distance battle, and he also earns those kills. And 1 versus 2, definitely the Team Bshow might be able to outnumber the 2 teams, and the zone is also closing in. Let's see if Janak is going to get caught off guard with Om into his hands, and he has got an opportunity with 1 shock, 1 confirmation, and indeed he does it on my call. Lovely knock coming coming in and also earns himself the way towards the circle. It is a 1v1v1 affair. Subhash gets the kills. Rahul Gamers gets decimated as well. And it is going to be Team Gode who is taking away the booyah, and Subhash being the MVP. Team GV living by their name.
Yes, Goodvibes coming up with a booyah on the third map of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Subhas held on to his nerve, and I would like to say that, patience was the key for him. The Goodvibes is going to be spread everywhere for sure. I just hope that they'll be able to double it as we are going to be stepping up in the next two matches. It's going to be like, it's not going to be tough for, the team of Asian Games to actually come in and secure another booyah in the name, but I do believe that they've got some decent amount of loot. But the rotation of Soneeta Gaming is a point of concern for me. They had an opportunity in between to actually go in for some hard cover. Rather, they wanted to register some kills, and they had to realize, like, again, the third consecutive time, Soneeta Gamers are not watching their back. Again, they got
Yeah.
backstabbed from the time from this team of Team LH, and due to which, they made it out of this game, or else they could have taken out Good Vibe over there. Good Vibe had to battle more than three teams to make it into the final circle. The last man standing knew that he had very good hard cover. The resources was burned from the opposite teams. Nobody had to do anything. As you had predicted, an arm shot coming in at the nth moment made sure it takes down a player. The second one was pretty much concentrating on making it inside the circle, where he got damage from the person who got outside the circle, who got knocked out. But eventually, it was Good Vibes who made it in the final shot with that M18, probably the max 7, and they made it, and they got a valuable booyah. But at the same time, Bshows were also one of those teams who were performing so well in this game. They also got taken down. Lone Wolves not having a good time. Vulcans also not having a good time. Walkie talkies on the other side, the way they're making it slow into the circle, they are not also not watching their surroundings. They're just making it inside the circle, thinking that, by the time we reach the next compound, it's going to be easy for them. We'll be looking at the points table. Bshows will be on the top, even though they played really well. 9 kills is why they're on the top. They got 9 rank points, 18 valuable points coming in from their side. Good Vibes were able to put up an 18 with 6 kill points and 12 rank points for themselves. Rahul Gamer on the other side, 8 and 8, a good balance coming in from their side. Naya Nepal was still able to keep up that consistency. Asian Gaming on the other side, somewhere, maintaining that 8-point lead will be, 42 plus 8. They've reached the 50 pointers very, very easily. Soneeta Gamers on the other side, yes, even they are maintaining an average of 8. Let's see. At the final point, we all know that the overall points table coming, it's going to be a very neck to neck fight for the top 3 spot.
Yeah, it is going to take a close difference, because the margin of difference is definitely reduced with the teams who are on top 3, top 4. They are into the next half of the leaderboard. If you have a look at the score, Bshow definitely put up a very big show into their names, into their favors. Not a booyah, but still on the number 1 of the leaderboard. Rahul Gamer is also a team. Very first, it did spot them into the bottom half, let alone bottom half. They were the team with 0 score, and now every single time they are into the first half of the leaderboard. This is also something very strong that they are trying to prove. And talking about Walkie talkie, well, certainly, what, as you mentioned, they are not they are not good at rotations, or maybe they are very delayed in their rotations. Talking about Team Nepros, they can definitely perform well. Raw Esports is not exactly the Raw Esports that they started their day with, but ultimately the first half is over. They need to make sure they again start the next half with the same energies, with the same zest. They initiated the day for themselves. And the Vulcan Gaming, Lone Wolves. Now, Lone Wolves is a team which was in top 3, top 4, and this performance is going to definitely hinder their position in top 4.
Yep, let's see how things will turn out, as the overall points table will be coming on our screens any second soon, and that is going to give a very, very clear information of who are the teams will have to fight a little more harder than they're doing right now, and which are the teams which are on the verge of losing their hope into the next round when it comes to this tournament. And we all know that there are 2-3 teams who are actually on the top, trying to maintain the momentum on the top to make sure that they do not get pulled down. All this said and done, this is just 3 maps done and dusted, ladies and gentlemen. You can come up and see the next 3 maps. Yes, Asian Gaming on the top with 50 points in the name, 31 rank points, 19 kill points. Right behind them is going to be Naya Nepal, making it for 34, and this is going to be the difference. Bshow having more kills, and that is why they put up on the 3rd position for the 30 pointers. Soneeta Gaming with 30, Good Vibes with 28, and Raw Esports with 26. So we can see that the fight for the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th position still on the run at this point of time. Asian Gamers have to make sure that they get an average of 5 to 10 in every single game to maintain the top spot. It looks like they've cemented themselves, but at the same time, kill points coming in from the side of Raw, making them come on the 6th position.
Raw is definitely focusing more on the kill points, and if I'm not mistaken, it is the very first match where they were able to get the double-digit kills, and after that, in 2 matches, they are definitely underperforming. They need to make sure to come up again the same way they did into the map of Bermuda. But talking about Asian Gaming, once again, the only team to reach the half century, and the race is still on even for the position one, because we did see this team acquiring total of 16 kills in a match, or maybe 14 kills in a match, and then in the previous map they were left alone with only one frag to work out with. And now if this sort of a performance is repeated, Naya, Nepal and Bshow team might pick up the advantage. We are talking about Soneeta Gaming, the team who is relying more on the standing points, let alone kill points. They have to create a balance here, and let's see how strong will they be able to balance coming towards Lone Wolves. And now this is exactly, the struggle is real. They are pushed down into the leaderboard, into the bottom half, followed by Rahul Gamer leveling up from bottom 3 until mid section of the leaderboard, and then comes team Nepros, and with total of 16 points, Walkie Talkie, Skylight Gaming, Vulcan Gaming are still struggling. They still, Walkie Talkie is still into the double digit club. What really is scary is Skylight Gaming and Vulcan Gaming, even after the 3.5 segment, they're still into the single digit. I really don't know how they're going to push towards the upper half, how they're going to perform, because they are the cause of concern, real cause of concern. But let's see how the competition is going to move ahead, with first position having a buffer of 16 points, and the position 2, 3 and 4 are very close to each other. So the seats are still not reserved, still open for the next positions of 2, 3, 4, and it is easily achievable. The buffer is not too high.
So let's see how things will turn out, ladies and gentlemen. I do believe that you have a small window right now to share it, to make sure that you invite your friends to watch the next 3 maps. It's going to be very crucial ones yet again. Just like yesterday, we're going to have a neck-to-neck battle for the 2nd, 3rd and 4th position. Let's not forget that probably even in the 4th map, we can expect the team on the top to actually fumble down. 34 points, an average of 16 points was what was required for the 2nd position team to actually out-dethrone them. That could be also possible, because we're able to see that sometimes the top team will actually get into an early skirmish, get eliminated, giving an opportunity for the other team to make it on the top. And at the same time, I want the viewers to understand this, that the 3 maps coming up is going to be a repetition. It's going to be Bermuda, it's going to be Purgatory and Kalahari. All of these teams have already played in this terrain, so now they would have understood where to perform and how to perform and where to take the rotation, what has gone wrong. The rectification will be coming in from most of these teams, so it's going to be more intense, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching World Esports Cup. With me is Star Tanya. Yet again, this is Infinix Smartphone bringing in association with India Today Gaming. Broadcast partners are Platonia. And I do believe that they're doing an amazing job over here. Do not forget to go in and subscribe for all these 3 before we jump into the break, ladies and gentlemen. I want to give the throw to Star Tanya for the final words.
Oh, well, definitely the first day has not been any topsy-turvy. It is going with the continuity. Let's hope it continues good for the teams who are into top 3, but for the teams who are into the bottom, let's hope they are able to jump above into the first half, which is a dream come true for the teams who are into bottom 2, still into the single-digit club. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going for a short break. See you on the other side.
looking out for the opposition. We don't do this for massive bill. Nobody blast still. I put in work, no fly the mirror. They want me to lose, but I can't. Mama shed like 1,000 tears. I can't do that to waste. I pull up in Mercedes. Next year you gon' see me pull up in the rain. All I know is ball hard. Mama told me, boy, make sure you tie your legs. Hey, when I was down bad, boy, I got on my knees, I started to pray. Now I'm breaking bread with my young Betty Wiz, who was a part of the game. No, now he getting paid every single day. Yeah, I was hustling. I could turn an 8 to a 28. Let me show you. 12. They can kiss my ass. Yeah, see them lights, but you know I got the strap. Go right up, now he getting paid every single day. Yeah, I was hustling. I can turn an 8 to a 28. Let me show you. 12. They can kiss my ass. Yeah, see them lights, but you know I got the strap. Go right up, push it. I live a dash. I'm on way to the bag, boy. You know I push the gas.
Okay, my timing is critical. Then on my rhyming is pivotal. Homie, the dash is digital, gas residual. Fire and smoke like I'm eating a ritual. You bet my cash is on. I hit the gas, I'm gone. Running my way. I've been stuck in my zone. I'm in a blast and wrong. Sliding on fade. I've been finding my ways. Grinding for days. I've been shining the hate. All of y'all wanted for praise. Stuck in a phase. Let it and turn it a blaze. Yeah, homie, you don't want to race now. Better to stick to your place. Yeah, want it all, I got a taste. You push on the pedal, that one got a skate. Yeah, all I ever know. Put me on this throne. Pinnacle. Push my buttons and that motherfucker go. What you know, what you own. Push it and I zone. Sonic booms full of roam. Run it till the tomb with my goons. Full of fumes. Y'all know what it do with the crew when we coming through. Y'all better move, make it fast. Ain't no second chance coming for your ass. Turn the ash, burning rubber now. Better push the gas like.
I live a dash. I'm on way to the bag, boy. You know I push the gas.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it end. Tonight, we're gonna let it end. Tonight, we're gonna let it end. Just like the sunrise, we're gonna let it end. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it end. Tonight, we're gonna let it end. Tonight, we're gonna let it end. Just like the sunrise, we're gonna let it end.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for weakness. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feeling like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. I've been flying from town to town, from London to
Well, well, well. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Infinix Smartphone Presents World Esports Cup, brought to you by India Today Gaming and broadcast partner Platonia. This is Edge, and along with me, it's gonna be Elika FTW taking you through the last three maps of this BO3 of day number two, group number two of the Nepal Invitational Qualifiers.
Yep. Thank you so much for the warm welcome. As we already know that we finished the first half of the day, we've got the first three map rotation done and dusted. Where I'll take you through a quick recap. In the first map, we have Naya Gaming taking away the Booyah. In the second, we have Asian Gaming. In the third, we have Bshow MGR, who also currently have the top three spots in the overall scorecard as well. So it looks like every Booyah is working out for them really well, and I'm looking forward for Soneeta Gaming, who are currently in the fourth position. Well, Soneeta Gaming is one of my personal favorite teams that I've always looked after Nepali teams because it's a female team, the only female roster that Nepal has. And speaking about, we have one more team that everybody knows, that is Skylight Gaming, really popular, and a lot of Nepalis definitely be supporting that team.
Yep, that is, a point. And we also have Asian Gaming getting a Booyah back to back. And then I think the third Booyah was actually secured by Goodvibes. So getting that two Booyahs, that was a map of Bermuda and the Purgatory. I think they missed out on Kalahari. So now we have the circle going on once again. We will be heading on to the map of Bermuda and then Purgatory again. And we'll be ending the day with Kalahari. So, I'm looking forward to see if Asian Gaming can. I think they have 10 kills here on the first map of Bermuda, and Purgatory, I believe they had 14. Yes, on the map of Kalahari, all they could secure was one kill, but they are sitting on top of the scoreboard, the top of the table right now with 50 points in three maps. Can they get another 50 and give us a first 100? Because we haven't seen 100 in a while now. So Asian Gaming, they do have a really good chance of doing that. So I hope we get to see that. But at the same time, the other three, Naya Nepal sitting on second position with 34 points, Bshow MGR 30 points, Soneeta Gaming 30 as well. Goodvibes and Roy Esports, they are pretty close, 28, 26 for them. Lone Wolves with 25 and Rahul Gamer with 23. All the other teams, they have a lot more work to do. But Asian Gaming, I believe they almost secure this spot. Maybe one more good game, and that'll be good enough for them to qualify for the playoffs.
Yep, I totally agree with you. Well, looks like you've done your homework, and I'm looking forward for the rest of the three maps. Well, it's a group number two and the day number two, and I feel like we've got one more day, that is tomorrow, of the last Nepal Invitational Qualifiers, where another four teams will be getting an opportunity to move into the plains. So, yeah, a quick recap of what we went through. We finished Indian Invitational Qualifiers, we finished Pakistan qualified day before yesterday, and now we moved into the Nepal Invitational Qualifiers. So yesterday we finished the first day at the group number one. Today we'll be finishing off with the group number two after the next three maps. That means this is the second set of rotation. As we move into the map of Bermuda, will Naya Gaming show their domination again and might carry out a booyah again in the hands of the map of Bermuda? Well, the plain path, it definitely looks a little centric, a little tilted towards the left side of the map, a diagonal. It's cutting Tulistiwa Plantation and Riverside. So I'm really excited because a lot of teams usually go for the drop of Riverside. We've got Peak, not contested by any team so far. Mars Electrics is left empty. Pochnock is left empty. Kota Tua, Cape Town, Caraton. A lot of prime spots have been left empty. It looks like the fight has already begun between LH over there. The first player has already been taken by them. VLCN unfortunately dropping off with only three players in their hands. And LH is trying to already get the most of it. They've got a double kill in the hands. Now they're going behind Bshow MGR. Bshow MGR is in a big trouble right now. Although they will be trying to get a knock and they'll be confirming that as well. The first kill for BM. Right now they have to be very careful as it's a 3v2 situation.
It is a 3v2 situation, but both of these players, they were just, I'm not really sure what exactly you call that, but that was funny to watch. But LH, oh boy, that's a really good start, and they needed it, getting themselves a triple kill. Yes, one of the players did go down, but it doesn't really matter as long as you get, a really good start. And, they're already the kill leaders, and looks like one of the teams have already been eliminated, is it? Oh boy, that is not something we were expecting, or I don't think they have been eliminated yet. I think they have one more player left on that BGR team. So, 2 minutes in, we still are, in the early stages of the game. We still have a lot of fights yet to happen. We see all the players just going in for the loot, and this is a map of Bermuda, a classic map of FreeFire. And once again, it is something that the players have played multiple times. Like I'm pretty sure they've played this map at least 200 to 300 times, maybe. But at least they played it more when compared to Purgatory or Kalahari, because this has been there for a really long time. Purgatory and Kalahari are new maps, if I'm not wrong. So they should have a really good understanding. But also, this is the second time these teams are playing against each other on the same map in the same day as well. So they know how the opponents play. They know what kind of gameplay to expect. Although they might change things up and down. But there you go, the kill on the Warlock. One more player down in under 3 minutes. And VLCN, they have only 3 players to begin with. Guess what? They have lost one. They only have 2 left here.
Well, I guess VLCN is not definitely having a good start to the game. They've already lost a major amount of players. There's one more player left over towards the other side of the compound, but I guess he will be running to save his life. That is Spidey with a vector in his hand. And now he has to make sure that he plays for the position points. On the other hand, we've got Raw, Pawan going down. We still have 3 players up and running. There might be a chance that Pawan might get dressed up, but Roshan also going down. On the other hand, I guess it's the fight for the survival right now, which Roshan getting confirmed through the hands of MR. Roy is trying to go aggressive right now against them, and I don't think it'll be a good start for them. Pawan, who still hasn't been resurrected. Sannyasi, we've got Kiz, we have got Bshow still trying to make a difference. The confirmation might be coming in through on towards Pawan, as there is absolutely nobody left to save him. And Naya has also been knocked out. Raw gets a quad kill, and that is the first squad getting eliminated in Raw's hands.
Well, one team done and dusted. Well, I think there's 1 or 2 teams with 3 players, jumping into the server. So that is kind of a disadvantage. But let's see. I mean, here towards the Pochnock area, VLCN, he is not in a good spot here against 4 players of Team SG. Let's see how long can he survive. He's actually trying to run away. Spidey. He's going out of the zone. Okay, I mean, he just wants to, make sure he goes in safely, and that's the first zone. And actually, you're right, Alec. I mean, the players, they left a lot of a lot of places unattended. Rimnam Village, Mars Electric. I don't even think anyone dropped towards that hangar area. Riverside is a good one, as you were talking about. But I think just skipping that Rimnam Village, you have a lot of loot there, and I didn't even see a single team drop towards that area. So there's still a lot of loot there, and if team number 4 or 6 can make their way towards that, I think they'll have a little bit more to work with here moving on forward.
Yep. Well, currently the location seems to be pretty fulfilled by most of the teams. Like every team, none of the teams that are actually taken crash landing, unless it was the opening for Raw, which was a really strong one. They lost Pawan on their way, but I guess that's fine. One teammate going down for a quad kill, I think that makes sense. But right now they'll be rotating over towards Hunger. If Raw takes on this rotation, they have a really good chance that they can reach inside the circle within no time. Well, the circle is formed to the edges of Mars Electric. That means we've got SG going in for a rotation. Soneeta Gaming, so far they've been doing good. They are in 4th position, but if they keep maintaining that consistency, there's a good chance that Soneeta Gaming might actually pull off into the first 3 positions. VLCN's last player is trying to root up. We've got LH trying to attack over towards them. I'm not pretty sure that if Nick gives away his position, he might actually be in a trouble, as Clocked Out is contested by 3 teams right now, as Soneeta Gaming is also arriving and Nick has a better opportunity of looking into them.
There's a lot of gunshots being fired. Magician on the side of SG is actually knocked out. But that's 3 teams there. Team SG, LH, and I believe the other one's LW? Or, no, it's YW. They're actually going out from there. They don't want any of this right now. And they're actually healing, I mean, reviving his teammate Magician. But yeah, Clock Tower is the best place here, I think so. Like, what do you think?
Yeah, definitely. Clock Tower, one of the very crowded area, I would say, one of the very populated places in Bermuda where most of the fights do take place. And a lot of teams try to avoid Clock Tower. In a recent interview, I've heard a lot of teams say that Clock Tower is one of the scariest place to go in for a fight because you get third partied a lot of times, and most of the times the teams end up getting split. As I speak about it, is just Nitish gets taken down. He'll be knocked out. SNG having a really good start right now. ASG will be revived up. Nitish back on his feet. We've still got three teams in Clock Tower. I think there's a very good possibility that ASG might start the fight over towards SNG, that is Soneeta Gaming right now. But Soneeta Gaming, neither do they know. Well, Spidey, on the other hand, the last player from VLCN, will manage to get a confirmation. We've got two players who are looking out for the knockouts right there.
Vehicles. The vehicles are absolutely beautiful. Yeah. Well, and there you go. CZ Boy, Sassy Boy, or whatever it is. He is having a good time. So Zaku gets a knock on the Gory. Oh, this is not looking good for the side of GV. So many glue walls, one grenade, and all of them will be done and dusted for Gory. Will actually get revived. And Team GV, they need these kills, but Gory goes down once again to Cyra's grenade this time. Beautiful grenade from Jinx this time. Third time he's been knocked out here. Third time. Can he get knocked out again? That's the question. With a lot of the wall bangs coming in. The grenades. And Suzaku with the headshot. Gets one. Bash goes down. Suzaku goes down the shotgun as well. Cyra finally takes down Lin. And Sagar, he's gonna be the first one to be eliminated from that fight. The 4v4. Oh, I'm sorry. Make it a 2v4. 2v3, I believe. There's two more. Just went down. And the side of SNG, they're the ones coming out on top. GB, they have two more players left here, Elika.
Yeah, well, SNG, a good start, I would say, but still losing Sagar was definitely a sacrifice for them. And GV, on the other hand, they've got one kill, but they've already lost too many players. To Bash going down with a grenade will be getting confirmed in no time. That is Goodvibes going down at 9th position, and Syra on a triple kill right now. And I guess Syra is on the roll. On the other hand, we've got ASG who are still inside Clock Tower. And we've got LH making their way inside. The circle seems pretty much centric towards Clock Tower. So I wouldn't be surprised if the circle eventually ends up out with a bridge near Clock Tower. We've also got the left side of the factory, which is quite open, and LW is trying to approach over towards there. Pochinok left not contested by any of the teams. And SG right now is going in for a cover at the edges of Clock Tower because they are not sure to take a fight right now. And if they eventually pick up a fight, I think it will be against LW.
And there you go. Another 5 being taken here. And that heavy, heavy rounds. They deal a lot of damage. Doesn't really matter. They can penetrate through walls as well. Team LH. They have secured a top 8 finish, and they also got themselves 4 kills. Even though they did lose a player early into the game, that is impressive. But let's see, because look at this Clock Tower. There's 4 teams here: LH, SG, and I think that's YW and LW. So that's 4 teams. Oh my god, this is gonna be an interesting fight as soon as it happens, and I'm, third party, fourth party coming into play here, Alico.
Yep. Well, I guess we had a little too much of concentration on towards Clock Tower, but I mean, definitely it is the prime spot right now. Over 4 teams at the current position. And speaking about rest of the teams, where let's go back to overall scorecard and check. Apart from Soneeta Gaming, who do we have in the action? We've got Goodvibes who had an opportunity to come down to the top four, but they unfortunately got eliminated in the ninth position. We've got Raw, we've got Lone Wolves, Rahul Gamers, Nepros, Walkie Talkie, Skylight Gaming. I really want to see how Skylight Gaming will be performing because they are very popular. They've represented Nepal a lot of times so far. And Vulcan Gaming is at the bottom of the leaderboard right now. It's the last three maps that they have the opportunity to show off themselves. And I guess they've already lost three of the players, and the last player managed to get a kill. And now he's trying to find a hideout somewhere. And speaking about the circle, Hangar, okay. I think there are pretty good chances that the zone might be taking a shift over towards the bridge or maybe over towards the clock tower. Well, there you go. It is clock tower, the northeastern side of clock tower. We've got ASG already inside the circle. We've got SG inside the circle. And we also got, oh, it's Skylight Gaming actually inside the circle, and LW Lone Wolves as well. Lone Wolves, they've lost Azid, but still they got a double kill in their hands. Viraj has to yet open his accounts in the kill feed, but I'm pretty sure the position they're holding right now below the bridge or below the ridge, it's good. It's pretty much good to gatekeep by not letting any other teams rotate through them.
Yep. If you just hold on to an angle and just let other teams pass, you can pretty easily take a lot of kills. But here's the thing, Clock Tower, there's 4 teams already here. Where are the other 4 teams? That's what I'm worried about. And it's already the third zone coming into play. The zone's gonna be shrinking and shrinking. And if we have 8 teams in the same zone, I don't think we can keep up with all the action that goes on there, Like, I mean, we didn't miss a single thing, and I just hope, oh, Skirman, he wants to take down any vehicles right there, and he takes down the beautiful McLaren that was standing there. I believe that's a McLaren, I don't know. But let's see, Clock Tower, there you go, another team coming in. But still, Team LH, LW, ASG, and SG, they are still pretty close to each other. And if you ask me, LW are the ones that's safest right now. They're in a position no one can see them, at least for now, unless the final zone comes in to be towards the clock tower. Otherwise, I think they're in a good spot and they can actually stay alive till the end. Maybe get themselves a second or third place finish.
At Skylight Gaming, they haven't secured a kill, but yet they look like they're inside the circle. It's the 4th zone coming up, and the last 8 teams with 27 players are left. Well, Team Raw, they've been spotted out right now. They will be pushed down inside the circle as the blue zone is gonna rush them into their zone. Well, it is Essen. It is the only team which is inside the circle. Barely 2-3 players surviving inside it. All the 4 teams, I think more than 4 teams. It's actually 7 teams outside the circle right now. We've got 1 player from Vulcan still up and running. We've got Team Raw and LH right now with 4 kills in the hands. They're trying to pick a fight against ASG. It is just 30 seconds until everybody starts to move in. So Skylight Gaming, they should be really careful because right now LH is trying to push over towards them. They have the higher ground advantage. Clock Tower is not a really advisable place to go for a fight. And Skylight Gaming, I think they'll be going in for the kill on towards Raw. Kiss right now, but Magician gets spotted out. Magician will be getting confirmed in no time as ASG Alu out spots out Skylight Gaming. Jella, things are changing very badly for Skylight Gaming right now. LH on the other hand taking advantage of each and every opportunity that is coming in through the hands. Lone Wolves, they're also planning to take for the rotation. There's already 2 teams who reached inside the circle taking a fight against the last few teams. Skylight Gaming right now, they'll be hunting down Raw's last few players. They have only 1 player left. Devon gets knocked out. Devon gets confirmed. Jalal gets confirmed. The last 2 players. Triple kill coming in for Nick right now. LH will be moving in forward. 1 player gets knocked out due to the zone. That is Manish going down from ASG. He will be getting confirmed in no time. But the circle is not going to wait for anyone. Sumesh also goes down. It's just Alu and Nitesh all by themselves from ASG. And 3 kills for the teams.
Oh, there you go. A lot of fights happening. It is the 5th zone coming into play right now. Then you got the grenade kill coming out of Magician. Team SNG. They are the leaders right now, if I'm not wrong. But look at that. 2 teams in those sniper towers. We love you. What a grenade coming in from him. Takes down Lua. Oh my god, those glue balls, can they be saved is the question. But Luffy, what an insane player. Those grenades eliminate the entire team. He's the only one, he's the sole survivor right now for the side of LW. He's in a really bad spot, but he still managed to take down two players and give their team two extra points, and at the same time, one more rank point. So that's three total extra points. SNG, let's see what happens. And Luffy, oh my god, he is gonna be safe. He also heals himself back to full points of health. Team NN. They have 4 kills. They still have 3 players, but the sniper towers are not as good as you think, fellas. But you know, right now they are in a good spot because there are a lot of teams here, so they cannot be focused. Raw Esports eliminated in position number 6. Skylight Gaming. They go out in position number 5. 4 more teams left, and the zone is coming into place. 34 seconds. This is the final zone here, Elika. Dead zone, as we call it. Ayush will take down John Dye with the grenades, and there you go. That's exactly what I was saying. Team Sniper Towers are not a great space to be there, but there you go. Another team eliminated. Last 3 teams here, Elika.
Yep. Well, Lone Wolves, there's still a Lone Wolf standing on his both feet, and I'm pretty sure that he'll be getting spotted in no time. But right now, the sniper tower play coming in by Soneeta Gaming, it's definitely working for them. 7 kill in their hands. Luffy will be getting pushed by King slowly. Skylight, oh, it's actually SF trying to push on towards NN. NN who've already secured a booyah in the first game of the day. That is Bermuda. Will Bermuda again come in their luck? Definitely looks like it. NN gets 1 knockout, gets a confirmation. Lone Wolves get eliminated on the 3rd position, and it is going to be Soneeta Gaming on the 2nd. As I said, it is Naya again taking away the booyah in the map of Bermuda. Well, definitely something I expected it to happen because Naya Nepal, the first game of the day, Bermuda, they had the complete mere sheer domination over towards the rest of the teams, and they did it once again in the map of Bermuda. Hands off to their consistency, and their position on top of the leaderboard will be consistent right now. But speaking about rest of the teams like Asian Gaming and Bshow MGR, I think Bshow MGR got eliminated very early into the game, so their score might be getting pushed down a little bit on the overall scorecard. But Asian Gaming, well played to them though.
Nepal. Once again, they were on the top of the scoreboard in the first game. Yes, they did not get the booyah if I'm not wrong, but they were on top. You know, so really good to see them get the booyah this time around, along with a few kills. You know, I think they have like 5 to 6 kills, eliminating the last 2 teams all by themselves. That is a really good thing. But at the same time, you know, getting to see the grenade kills coming in from the side of LW, that is Luffy especially, staying alive for as long as he can. That is the kind of a mentality that we need. You know, never give up. Even though he was the last player surviving, even though he was a sole survivor in open, you know, he was like what 10% on health, and he was still like, it's okay, I'll put in the grenades, I'll heal myself up, and then I'll go in and do as much damage as I can. And I think he did just enough to help his team, you know, have a good chance of making it into the top 4 positions. Because we after this, we still have 2 more maps, like Purgatory and Kalahari. But here, Naya Nepal, I mean, you gotta hand it to them. They were so patient. Yes, they did not have a lot of kills, but I think 6 to 7 kills are a decent score along with the booyah. That gives them around 19 to 20 points. I think they are good to, good to make it into the top 4 pretty easily.
Yep. Well, I agree with you. Sunita Gaming, they've pushed up their performance really well. They were in the 4th position in the overall scorecard, but right now they've ended up in the hashtag 2 with good amount of kills. I wouldn't be surprised if they were in the 2nd position. Yep, they are. 9 rank points for them, 8 kill points, and just 2 points away from the 1st position. Naya Nepal having better rank points than Sunita Gaming. Sunita Gaming with total of 8 kill points. That's the highest we've got in this map right now. Naya Nepal once again taking away the booyah. We've got Lone Wolves on the 3rd position, Raw on 4th, Rahul Gamer on 5th, and Asian Gaming on 6th. Asian Gaming, in the overall scorecard, their position was 2nd, but I guess this time it'll be pushed down. Bshow MG are not at all in the action of top 6 teams right now. Their performance in Bermuda was not that impressive. Maybe we've got still 2 more chances, that is Purgatory and Kalahari upcoming. But yeah, crazy performance coming in from Sunita Gaming.
Yep, crazy performance from Soneeta Gaming or Soneeta Gaming. I'm not really sure how we pronounce that, but everyone else, they did really really good. as well. You know, I mean, Naya Nepal, although they had 7 kills, they have 19. But Soneeta, 8 kills, 4 on Lone Wolves, 5 on Roy Sports, 5 on Rahul Gamer, and 4 on Asian Gaming, as you said. And because so all these teams, they have a fair chance of making it to the top four. But I mean, we need to take a look at the other half of the scoreboard. Skylight Gaming, not the kind of performance that we were expecting. They have a total of 8 points. Walkie Talkie. Oh my god. I was like, what kind of a name is that? But yeah, Walkie Talkie, 7 rank points, 1 kill point, brings their total up to 8. Goodvibes, 3. Vulcan Gaming, 2. Is that Bshow or H-Show? Okay, I think that's Bshow MGR. 0 rank points and 1 kill. Not the kind of game we were expecting from them. Nepros, unfortunately, sitting on 0. So they have a lot of work to do, but everyone else, they have a really good chance of making it to the top four. But Naya, Nepal, and Asian Gaming, I think they have already done enough and secured their position in the top four.
Yep, they definitely did. And Skylight Gaming, I was expecting more performance for them, but yeah, still, it's a good start for them. We're currently, I think seventh position is not that bad to count on. We've still got two more maps. If they can concentrate properly, they have a better shot at actually winning the next few maps. And Skylight Gaming, their position was somewhere in the 11th in overall scorecard. By coming down seventh position at this map, it will definitely be changed. I'm waiting for the overall scorecard. I mean, yeah, there we are. Asian Gaming still standing in top with 58 points. Nine Nepal in the second. Soneeta Gaming came up. She climbed up to the third position. We've got Lone Wolves on fourth. Roy Sports getting pushed down to the fifth position and Rahul Gamer to the sixth. Very good performance coming in from Lone Wolves, Roy Sports, and Rahul Gamer from the bottom six to the top six right now. And Bshow MGR, I really want to know which position are they holding right now in the bottom six, because previously the first three games they were in the third position. Not sure what kind of position are they holding right now, but with one game a lot of things changed for Asian Gaming. Even though they ended up coming into the bottom six, they made sure that they have the control over towards the overall scorecard.
I mean, you're right. One game is all it takes. It changes a lot of things, and for you to get back to, being consistent is what it needs. It takes time to be consistent, but if you put in a little effort, you can always do it. It's fine. So Bshow MGR, 17 rank points, 14 kill points, puts their total up to 31. Goodvibes sits on 31. So I think I would draw the line right there. Walkie Talkie, Skylight Gaming, Nepros, Vulcan Gaming. I think the journey's you know ended for them because of the points that they have. They need to have some incredible matches here. At least 25 to 26 points every single map here on the next two. That is when they'll have a chance. I'm not saying they will secure themselves a spot, but they will have a chance, a slight chance that if that happens. But looking at their performance in the last 4 matches, it's kind of the chances are grim, but at the same time, when you have nothing to lose, people tend to do everything that they can. So I'm expecting a lot of good performances coming in from the last 4 teams this time. Let's see. I mean, every single day we've seen those bottom teams play really, really good at the last match or the last couple of matches. So if Nepros can do the same and take down the top dogs, then the teams in fifth and sixth position, they have a really good chance of making it into the top four and kicking the other two teams. I'm sorry, back down to the fifth and sixth position.
Yep. Well, so far the overall scorecard, we read it. I don't know. I still don't understand. I still don't get the mathematics, because Asian Gaming, they were at the top in the first three maps overall scorecard with 31 points. Despite of ending up in the bottom six, Asian Gaming managed to get more than 20 points in their hands. 27 points, because the first three maps they had 31. Then the last map, when I checked, it was 58 points. So that definitely was one of the best performances I've seen from Asian Gaming. Even not getting the booyah, but yet managing to be consistent on the leaderboard. Yes. Nine Nepal, on the other hand, their performance has been incredible as well. They are currently in the second position. We've got in third, we've got Soneeta Gaming. In fourth, we've got Lone Wolves, if I'm not wrong. And Bshow MGR getting pushed down all the way to the bottom six. I was expecting much better from Bshow MGR, by the way, but they got eliminated way too early in the game. But I can clearly say that Bermuda has been entirely dominated by Naya Nepal, even in the first rotation of the maps, even in the second rotation of the maps. So if we are actually placing a bet on the second map, that is the purgatory in the second half, I would say Asian Gaming might have a pretty good chance at getting the Booyah, because even in the first rotation of the maps, Asian Gaming was the team who had the Booyah in the map of purgatory. What do you have to say about the Rich?
Well, all I'm hoping is, a G show from a B show today. They didn't have a really good game from, for a long time now. Just a couple of decent kills coming in. So I'm expecting that. I'm expecting Nepros to have a really, let's say, a dominant performance. I don't even want them to have a good game. I want them to have a dominant performance in at least one of these two maps, on the map of Kalahari or the Purgatory. And talking about Naya, Nepal, and Asian Gaming, they have already secured the spot. So there's nothing to talk about them, right? They are going to be making it to the playoffs. But I still want them to, I think that's Asian Gaming. They have a really good chance of making it making the total points reach 100. So if that feat is achieved, then it's going to be incredible. But apart from that, everything's going to be pretty similar and typical, typical Free Fire game, I guess, in the last two maps.
Yes. Well, if not you, I am very excited about the next match of the day. That is Purgatory. We still got two more maps of the day. But yeah, who do you think are going to be the top four according to you, who might have a really good chance at for making their way into play-ins?
Well, Asian Gaming, Naya, Nepal, Soneeta, or I mean, these three are kind of or have already secured. I believe with the kind of gameplay that they're showing, I think they have a really good chance. But Bshow and Goodvibes and World Esports, I think one of these three teams might just slide in to that fourth position there. So, I mean, as of now, Goodvibes have my vote because good vibes. I'm all about good vibes here.
Yep. Well, I guess my top four, I would definitely consider Sunitha Gaming, and I mean, adding up to Sunitha Gaming, I would say Roy Sports. Roy Sports, they have a really good chance. Even Lone Wolves too. Lone Wolves last player somehow managed to get into the top six in the last match, and if they keep maintaining such kind of consistency in the upcoming two maps, then yes, why not? And what do you have to say about Sunitha Gaming? Like their performance definitely has been consistent enough, I guess, from map number 1 to map number 4.
Well, yeah, they have been consistent, that's for sure. But I would like to see a bit more, a bit more aggression coming in right from the start, because we've seen them be really, really passive. We've seen them hold on to that clock tower area for a really long time. So I just want to see a bit more fights. I want them to take the fights. I don't want a fight to come to them, if you know what I mean. I want them to be the one initiating the fight, and at the same time, I do want to see them get a booyah. Yeah, I don't think they have gotten themselves a booyah yet. So if they get a booyah along with, let's say, 12 to 14 kills, that would be great.
Yep. Well, as playing path once again looks a little diagonal over towards the left side, SD Skylight Gaming a way too early fight coming against Vulcan Gaming. Vulcan Rocket gets a fist fight on with Nehru, gets him knocked out. Nehru is the only person from Skylight Gaming, but he is back on his feet. 3 players from Vulcan Gaming going down, and that's a quad finish in 1 minute into the game, coming in from Skylight Gaming. What a performance from them. They're the new kill leaders with 4 kills in the hands. Here, Asian Gaming hasn't taken a draw, but on the other hand, Vulcan Gaming has already left the server, getting wiped out way too early. But yeah, a breathtaking performance, I would say. But if Asian Gaming has any threat, that is going to be Raw Esports right now over towards the central. A very atrocious drop coming in from Asian Gaming. Well, it's their map. They've been the champions of this map in the first rotation of maps as well. So let's see if Asian Gaming can actually know. I mean, do they actually know inside and out of Purgatory?
Looking at their last performance, I think they had 14 kills. So I think we might be looking at some similar kind of gameplay coming in from them. But on the side of Central here, Team SG and Raw, they are the ones that that might go in for a fight here. But the player of Raw, that is Sanyasi, he's really, really far away. He might be taking a fight here against Hacker, I believe that is. So if that happens, then and if he goes down, the player of Raw, then he's gonna be in a lot of trouble because all his teammates are really, really far away. And just to say that, there you go, Team ASG putting putting, a lot of damage, dealing a lot of damage on the player. So Ron will actually take him down, will not be able to get that kill just yet. But Nitish, he's on a roll. He gets himself all the 3. So at this point of time, I feel like the last player of Raw, I believe that was Sanyasi. I think it was a wise decision not to be with his team. Maybe not, because now he's the only survivor. And the only reason he survived is because he's not even with his team. He's really, really far away. Some players would call it bait, but I would call it smart move.
Yeah, I would call it smart move too. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I welcome you back to World Esports Cup. Right there, FreeFire, presented by Infinix Smartphones, where the newest brand is going to be getting released, that is Infinix Smartphones Note 11s. You should definitely be looking after that. One of the best phone for the gaming performance. Ultimate gaming is definitely possible through that. Well, coming back to the game, not much happening, but yeah, Vulcan Gaming getting eliminated very early into the game. We've got LH over here looking. They're making their way over towards the Goodvibes, and I don't think Goodvibes actually have an idea of it. Yep, Goodvibes Subhash spots them out. LH takes some damage, but they'll be coming back and they'll be getting aggressive right away against Goodvibes, which is not something I would advise them to do.
Not something you advise. But yeah, we still have a lot of teams and a lot of fights yet to happen. Those glue walls. Look at this, Kermit. He's in danger. Oh boy, that was not a good play coming in from Subhash. He will go down. So one player left, and Manoj Walker. They are in danger, and they will be dealing a lot of damage. Someone goes down. Not 18 goes as well. Janak and Manoj, all of them going down. There's a lot of bodies here. There you go, 3 drops. Make that 4 a bloodbath here towards Marble Works. All those marbles are gonna be red in a few seconds here. Suraj, he will go down, but they're still reviving. There's not many kills secured. Skirman will take down Gori on the other hand. Manoj once again knocked at Walkie Talkie. He's gonna go Walkie because they have been taken down in position number 11. 5 minutes in. 2 squads out. GV. Oh, GV. Oh, he will get that kill with the shotgun. Beautiful play coming in from him, Skirman. He baits it, but guess what?
Triple kill.
Oh, Liz, almost. That was a beautiful 1v3. He almost got that kill into a bait, but guess what? He's gonna get he's gonna get that kill and will revive his teammates as well. Unfortunately for Liz, but that was a really good play coming in from him.
Yep. And looks like the first one is about to begin in 5 seconds. And unfortunately, Moto's not being a part of the circle. Well, Marble Works is definitely on the edge. Most likely the right side of the Marble Works, I would say. NP already lost 2 of its players, and NN right now is going in for the loot collection, where UAV on the other hand gives away and reveals the positions of Soneeta Gaming. Well, UAV is something that is unavoidable. But yeah, the circle seems like it has major area of fields. And of course, Brasilia, we've got campsite, and maybe a little northern towards the central, but eventually after the first zone, I think it will be brought down towards mainly concentrating and making Brasilia as the centralized place. Looks like we've got Lone Wolves trying to rotate over towards the fields. We've got more than 3 teams right now inside the circle. And Lone Wolves, they're in the blue zone, so they're having the best of the loot.
Boy, Team SN, SNG. Once again, as I said, they usually like to take their time. They don't take fights. Because, I mean, yeah, I understand why they don't want to take the fights. It's all about the points at the end of the day, right? You need to get yourself as many points as you can, make it to the top 4, and then when you move to the playoffs, that's when you put up your best performances if you want. Because you don't want to, use all your strats right now. And, when you go into the playoffs, have nothing up your sleeve. So there are some teams that played basic FreeFire and still win because of the aim, and because aim is the name of the game most of the times here as well. So with that, they actually win the games, win the qualifiers, and make their way into the playoffs. And once once the playoffs start, that is when they start implementing the strats that they've been preparing. A lot of insane work. So I would still say, don't judge a book by its cover looking at Soneeta Gaming, because I think they have a lot of tricks up their sleeve. They're just holding them, back because they don't need to use them, right? They will use them when they need to. That is something to keep in mind here, Aliko.
Yep. Well, most importantly, what I want to keep in mind is that there are more than three teams, actually four teams nearby Brasilia. And if there's any chance that Sunitha Gaming will be getting spotted out by Lone Wolves, it is going to be the sniper play coming in right now. Because Sunitha Gaming, they're in the low ground. They do not have the advantage, but Lone Wolf definitely has. On the other hand, we've got BM trying to show some aggression over towards Asian Gaming. Asian Gaming, who are playing on a low profile right now. They do not want to initiate fights. They do not want to go for a hard take, but they have to take a rain check before they go for a rotation. Sunita Gaming are currently stuck inside the compounds. They cannot take a peek from the window, or else they will receive a beautiful headshot by Lone Wolves right now. Lone Wolves, the way they're keeping Skylight Gaming and Sunita Gaming, that is a very smart play. The split game is definitely working for them over towards fields.
Well, we're about to see that first zone come into play here. I mean, it doesn't do a lot of damage, but that's after the first zone is done, the second and the third, and that's when the game usually begins. Right now, Brasilia, there are a lot of players, a lot of teams there as well. This is a fight. The team Manoj, they're actually, look at that, Manoj and annoying. They're really, really far away and safe as well. And towards campsite, we have Team NN, Naya Nepal. They're the winners they did get the booyah in the last map. Once again, they're playing it really safe and raw. Sanyasi is the only one. He's just entering the zone towards that campsite area. He might be in for a surprise if Team Naya Nepal decides to take the fight.
Well, if it was not the map of Purgatory, it doesn't usually seem this calm. If it was Kalari, I am definitely sure it would have been an absolute bloodbath coming in from them. Sunita Gaming still holding the same compounds right now. I think slowly when third or the fourth circle walks in, all these teams will be getting a little more serious. Lone Wolves having a really good control over Brasilia, I would say. Definitely.
Yep. You can say that, but the second zone will be coming into play in 30 seconds. Brasilia, once again, a lot of teams. Look at that high ground advantage for the side of LW. LW, they are in a really good spot. But let's see. And that dog, oh boy, that is cute. Well, anyway, back to the game. Second zone coming into play any second now, and Team LW, they have snipers, they have the rifles, they have shotguns, they have everything that they need, and I'm pretty sure they have a lot of grenades as well. There you go, 3 grenades on Nova, 1 on Biraj, and they have a lot of health kits. So you got to be aware of that, and they have the necessary glue walls as well. But Sanyasi once again on the edge of the circle, he's running back in. He wants to keep doing that. That is not I wouldn't say that's not advised. That's not a good idea all the time. But for now, I think he's safe because he's making his way towards that, towards Brasilia, but in a really good fashion. Towards a bridge, right there. Team Manoj, they're still outside. They are still towards the water. They are playing it so passive. Actually, everyone's being so patient here in towards this Brasilia area. Although they're right next to each other, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams, almost very close to each other. We still don't see a lot of fights happening here, Lika. We don't see any fights happening, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. Well, I guess meanwhile, our audience can do a job. You can go and follow us on our Instagram where all the updates of each and every regional qualifiers, teams qualified, and the highlights will be uploaded. It's at the Rate India Today Gaming. You can find the links in the description. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button on this YouTube channel so you never want to miss any of these qualifiers that World Esports Cup is presenting you guys. We've still got playing to come in. We've still got the finals to go for. That's a long way, but it's going to be a long journey, 3 months of long journey. But coming back into the game, Brasilia is definitely crowded right now. I could say it's directly the prime spot. Skylight Gaming, they're out towards the edge of the circles, and so is MR right now. Well, we've got the circle coming down more towards the west eastern side of Brasilia. We've got teams like BM playing over there. Well, BM looks like they are halfway blocking the rotation of an other team, that is Asian Gaming. Asian Gaming, if they want to further move forward into the next circle, they have to take the fight against BM.
I was saying, BM, we were expecting them to, put up a really good show. Well, we haven't seen a lot coming in from them just yet, but they still have a lot of util. They haven't wasted any of that. And this is the thing, Alika. Moving into the third and fourth zone with 9 squads alive, it's gonna be chaotic. There are gonna be a lot of shots being fired, a lot of grenades being thrown at each other, a lot of util coming into play, a lot of glue balls will be used because they're saving everything for this. Everything is being saved here for this moment. And there you go. LW and SG. That's going to be the first fight happening. After a really long time, glue was being used. Max 7 is the gun in his hand. Boom, boom, boom. Luffy with the grenades. Once again takes out Magician. Luffy and his grenades are just too good. That's all I'm going to say. He's going to get revived though. But Luffy doesn't give a damn. He will take down Magician with the grenade. Oh boy, Luffy, another one. Can we see another one? Yes, sir, we will. Jalal goes down and LW Luffy is a grenade master. That's all I'm gonna say. And Team SG. Oh no, how the tables have turned. They've been alive for so long. They've been safe for so long. But right now, Virat will take one down and the final player surviving is gonna get taken down as well. Most probably.
Shut down.
Yep. Well, that is definitely a shutdown coming in from Soneeta Gaming. I mean, they did not have most of the
Skylight.
kills, but yeah,
Wait,
they
that
at
was
least,
Skylight.
yeah, I know that it is they put efforts in giving the damage. I was gonna say, but yeah, Asian Gaming coming back. They've got 3 kills in the hands. We've got Team Syra. That is Soneeta Gaming, the only team to be inside circle. We've got Lone Wolves who are trying to make their way from the northern side. MR, look at Ross last player. Sunny is still holding off on the edge, is waiting for the circle to start moving in. Asian Gaming are playing on the edges once again. They've lost one of the players, unfortunately. Lone Wolf still with 4 kills. They're looking pretty strong. And so do LH with 4 kills in their hands. There is a very good potential that the fight will be even more vigorous right now. Absolute bloodbath might be coming into the play right now. Well, 20 seconds until the next circle starts to close in. The fight looks like LH is already receiving a lot of shots. That is Nick receiving a lot of damage. Lone Wolves is already taken away the higher ground advantage. They spot out NN, that is Naya Nepal, and they are in a huge trouble right now.
They're in a huge trouble indeed. There we go. We still have 8 teams alive, 25 players. 4th zone coming into play, and Soneeta Gaming. They still have no kills whatsoever. They're still holding on. I think they are waiting for the booyah this time around. They want that booyah this time. They don't want the kills. They don't want anything else. They know they have a really good chance of making it to the top 4, and all they need is points. So booyah gives you 3 points, and just as we speak, World Esports, the sole survivor, did go down. That was Sanyasi, I believe, in position number 8. 24 players, 0 kills for the side of BM. Skirman takes out annoying. So Mish goes down to Skirman. He gets himself a double. Nick will take down Manish, a sole survivor of the YW. Where are you? And there you go, Asian Gaming will be eliminated. Triple kill for Skirman, if I'm not wrong. Oh, actually a squad is actually a quad. Oh boy. But Luffy got himself a double, and he might get himself a triple, but goes blue wall. They're being deployed, they're being used, they're being broken as well here.
Well, the circle seems to be a little too small to hold the capacity of 5 teams right now. Lone is completely getting destroyed by Soneeta Gaming right there. Syra gets knocked out by an higher ground advantage. That is Lone taking away the revenge quickly, back to back, and that is LH up here getting a triple. a quad in his hands and putting down the grenade to finish the rest of them. And we've got only one player left. Can he do much? I'm not sure about it. But Naya Nepal is trying their level best. Lone Wolves on the other hand going out at the fifth position. LH with 10 kills in the hands. Atrocious performance and domination coming in through them. 5 kills from Schoolman. I don't know what this man had for lunch, but it's definitely working for him. Nine April going out in the fourth. We've got the top three teams. Soneeta Gaming, Suzaku also going down. It's Sagar all by himself. The grenade comes in. Suzaku is in trouble. She will be receiving a lot of damage. Sagar, on the other hand, tries to come to help her. Not sure how long it's gonna be as Abe is planning to push on to them. Soneeta Gaming, they are definitely in trouble. BM's last player, Susan, is still trying to put some efforts as LH last two players, Vicky and Bay, all are left by themselves. The circle starts to move in again. It's the game of the play. It's the game of who's gonna survive. It's not Soneeta Gaming. Is it PM or LH is my question. Abhay getting knocked down. It's Bshow MJ going down in the second position. And we've got LH taking away the booyah, and that is Abhay as the MVP. And Schoolman, he's got more than enough kills in his hands. I think more than 7 kills. They had a total of 12 plus kills. Well played. Well played, the last hopper. Well played, the Rahul gamers.
Yep, well played, everyone's curve, and what a game coming in from him. Rahul gamers, they were actually doing really good for in a couple of matches as well in the earlier 4 maps, but this one was the one that they actually popped out really huge here, Erica, getting that booyah for themselves as well, along with multiple kills, especially Scumman, as you said. I think it should be the MVP, but it was actually a Bay. Dealing a lot of damage, a lot more damage when compared to Scumman. I believe that's why he was there. And now the question I have is that, do you think they did enough to make it into the top four? I mean, yes, there is one more map left, but do you think they've done enough?
I mean, yeah, they definitely did, I would say. And they at least made most of it. Raul Gamer, I think they were in seventh or eighth position, according to me. If they can push it down a little more in the last map, there is a map of Kalari, they might have a chance. But yeah, that one game that they dominated, I think it was more than enough. 12 plus kills, Kerman putting out entirely the best performance he got till today. There must be a chance. I mean, there's one or the other way to make it up to them.
Yep, there is. And now here we go. We have one more map left, map of Kalahari. And the last time I believe it was Goodvibes who came out on top. So let's see. I mean, we haven't seen a repeated winner except Asian Gaming in the first 2 maps. But after that, in the second cycle, we haven't seen Asian Gaming get that booyah again. Can we see Goodvibes do it on the map of Kalahari? But before that, let's take a look at the map-wise scorecard, because I'm pretty sure Team Bshow they did better than the last time, and at the same time, Asian Gaming they are not in a great position, at least in this particular map. So let's take a look, and here we go. Rahul Gamer 14 kills, absolutely insane. Every time you have more kills on the rank points, that's an insane game. 26 total. Soneeta Gaming once again 8 rank points, 5 kill points, and 13 total. Bshow better performance. There you go. As I was talking about, two kill points, 9 rank points, still lovely 11. Lone Wolves 99, 6 rank points, 4 kill points, puts their total up to 10. Nepros, okay, that's their best performance in these 4 maps. I mean, in the 5
Yep.
maps. 5 rank points and 4 kills. That's 9 here, Elika.
Yes. Well, this map, not many teams had the opportunities to grab as many skills for them. But I can definitely say that Raul Gamer definitely optimized this opportunity for themselves. Sunita Gaming, once again maintaining the consistency. Hashtag two in the place. We've got Bshow MGR coming back, bouncing back into the game at third position. Lone Wolves at fourth. As you said, Nepros, good job for them. And Naya Nepal, I mean, kudos to their consistency. At least they tried to be in the top six. And moving down to the bottom six, where I really want to talk about Asian Gaming, because Asian Gaming was the team who dominated in purgatory in the first half of today, and this time they couldn't actually give their best performance. They're in the seventh position. We've got Skylight Gaming on the eighth. Although Skylight Gaming did a good job, 4 kill points, not bad for them. They could have done better in terms of the rank points. Roy Sports in the ninth, Walkie Talkie at 10th, Goodvibes at 11th, and we've got Vulcan Gaming at 12th. Vulcan Gaming, no expectations, just the last map, have fun.
That's it. I mean, Vulcan Gaming. They kind of have to do everything they can. They have to take down the top dogs. Once again, not to get themselves a slot in the top four. Just, I mean, if you're going down, just go down swinging, right? Just go out in style. It's fine. Come back stronger the next time. But at least show us what you can do in the final map. I mean, even if you can't, it's okay. We get it. You're not having a good time. You're not having a good day here. But there's always another day. So maybe just go back, come up with a better strategy, come up with a better execution plan of action. And next time you can put up a better show when compared to yours. Because today, Vulcan Gaming, not the kind of day we were expecting. But let's take a look at the overall scorecard. And Asian Gaming still holding on somehow, holding on to our top position with 65 total points. Naya Nepal sits on second position with 62. Right behind them is Soneeta Gaming with 60, and right behind them is Rahul Gamer. So not a lot of difference there. Just 3, 2, and 3 again. This is gonna be a close fight here for the top four. But Lone Wolves and Bshow MGR, if they put up a really really good show, they need what 10 points different for Lone Wolves and a 15-point different for Bshow MGR. What do you think, Alika? Do you think it can be done, or do you think the four? I mean, these four should be confirmed. This.
I mean, let's see. They still got time. Asian Gaming, I don't know how they're managing to keep that consistency since the first map of the day today. Well, Naya Nepal is pretty close to them to beat them down in Sunitha Gaming. Just a difference of 3 points in the first to second position, and just difference of 2 points from the second to third. We've got Rahul Gamer taking a huge climb into the top fourth position. Roy Sports being pushed down to the seventh position. Skylight Gaming even was going down to the 10th position. Good Vibes on the 8th. Nepros on the ninth. Nepros managed to be on the top four of Purgatory's map. Well, if they keep continuing it, maybe there's just chance of ending up in the top six, but top four is going to be a really big question for them. Lone Wolf, on the other hand, they are in top six, so they also have a pretty good chance. If we speak about Sunitha Gaming and the rest of the teams below them, it's going to be a tough competition for Sunitha Gaming. They have to get a Puya or at least be in the top two again to contain their position in the top three.
Yep, you're right about that. They need to maintain their position. They need to be. I mean, there's only one more match, right? Pull out everything you have inside of you. Get that energy back on. Yes, it's been a long day. They've been playing five maps already. Now it's going to be the sixth map coming into play. This is the Nepal Invitational Qualifiers, the final region here we have before we head on to the playoffs. It is day number two, group number two, and yes, today we'll have four more teams qualifying. It looks like Asian Gaming and now Nepal already confirmed their slot, but we'll just hold on because you never know. Anything can happen in that final game, in the final map of Kalahari. So as you were talking, Alika, I mean, Sunita Gaming, all they need to do is, I would say 5 kills and a top five finish would be a really good game for them, and I think that is good enough for them to secure their spot in the top four.
Yes. Well, it's the last map, one of my favorite maps, the map of Kalahari. Definitely looking forward for the drop locations of these teams. Are they going to be any different from the usual drop location of Refinery? Well, if it's Refinery, a lot of crash landings are going to definitely happen. A lot of teams will begin their rivalry at that point. But according to my calculations right now in the overall scorecard, I think Asian Gaming already made it. No matter how hard Sunita Gaming and the second team tried, that is Naya Nepal, they might have like 5% chance against Asian Gaming, like pushing them down towards the third or fourth position. But yeah, so far Asian Gaming looks very strong and confident regarding their position. But again, the score difference is very less. Asian Gaming has 65. We've got 62 from Nine Nepal and just 60 from Sunita Gaming. So, I mean, the changes can be happening, but the changes will be happening at the top four itself, I believe. No matter how hard the other teams try, I think it's hard to make it up to 60 points. And maybe in one game, if Asian Gaming can make it to 40 plus points, I guess then maybe the dream of you hitting the 100 points might actually come true.
Yep, they need 35 points, I believe, exactly. And it is not impossible, but it's not an easy one, especially the kind of gameplay that they've been showing in the past three games. It's not that great, right? The first two games had 24 kills combined. And after that, I think they have barely 10 kills. So that performance from the first two matches, I don't know where it has gone, but where it is, they need to put it back. They need that 24 kills right now, and they need the booyah to actually take us into that 100 total points. That brings the total up to 36. So that is good enough. They'll get themselves 101. But all that we'll see after the map. But the map of Kalahari, the final map of today, and we've already seen it. The last time it was Goodvibes coming out on top with Asian Gaming only one kill. So Goodvibes, they don't have a really great chance, but there is still a slight probability. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, and I would say they can still do this if they get themselves a booyah and get themselves a lot of kills here. But what do you think? What do you think? I mean, what do you think apart from the the top four teams? Who else do you think have a really good chance here in the map of Kalahari?
Well, I would say Lone Wolves. I mean, definitely, and Bshow MGR, because Bshow MGR were the ones who secured the Booyah, if I'm not wrong, in the map of Kalahari, the third map of in the first half today. So yeah, if my calculations are right enough, I would say there's a pretty good chance for Bshow MGR as well as Lone Wolves to actually secure a position in top four. So if they're looking forward, if Kalahari is their best map, then they have to definitely go for it. And the drop locations should be really balanced. There's places like confinement in Santa Catrina. Well, Santa Catrina can be a really good drop if you want to go for, a shorter rotation compared taking a drop a little over towards the southern side can be a little risky.
Mhm. It can be a little bit risky, but at the same time, this is the shortest map, if I'm not wrong, and it's a pretty uneven one as well. So a lot of uneven surfaces coming into play, and you can, take a lot of fights, and at the same time, you can be sneaky. That's what I like about this map. You can be sneaky as hell, come in with some flanks, and at the same time, hit your enemy when they least expect it. A lot of grenade plays coming into play as well. Sniper, I would say, can be used, but you got to be really good at quick scoping is what I feel like. Yes, you can still have a really good long range fight, but I would still prefer to stick with a rifle here on the map of Kalahari.
Yep. Well, I can't wait for the map of Kalari, and here we are at the last game of day number 2, Nepal Invitational. The group number 2, the last map, here we are. The plane path, I am pretty much sure that it's gonna be diagonal over towards the right side because today all the zones, the plane paths have been really different. A lot of teams are going to be taking that drop over towards confinement as it is the blue zone. So Vulcan Gaming going over towards confinement. We've got LH making their way over towards Santa Catarina. Skylight's Gaming going over towards the sub. Not something unexpected. Draw over towards command post. And we've got Refinery in the hands of Asian Gamers who already hold the number 1 position in the leaderboard. And I guess Soneeta Gaming will be having a strong fight against Goodvibes over here. Goodvibes, listen, already taking down Lone Wolves Azad. It's 3 teams, almost 3 teams at Council Hall, but right now it's just Goodvibes versus Lone Wolves.
Yeah, initial meetings happening here at the council hall area. And quick scope. But yeah, I think that was a quick scope. Never mind. That's gonna be Liz getting that first kill, and Goodvibes once again. Great start. They did get that booyah last time on the map of Kalahari, and to see them get a kill initially, that's a really good start, and that's exactly what we expect from them. Council Hall, we still have 2 more teams, and that is Goodvibes and Lone Wolf still holding on to this area. 1 player down, that's it. 1 minute in. Let's see what happens because they're playing really slow, and there's not a lot of loot here, if you ask me. Oh, YDV is in a really tough spot. He's almost taken down. So Luffy was the main player for their team, if you ask me, the Lone Wolf side. So if he goes down, it's gonna be hard. But Skylight, they actually lose one of the players on the other side of the map. So 2 players down. Look at this. YDV is really low. And if he goes down, Gory is actually going for that kill. If he takes him down, then there's no way he can be revived. On the other hand, Jalal gets traded actually by Mr. Annoying. He's like, how dare you take my teammate down? Go to hell. I will be the one finishing you off. That's end of, his game for today at least. Raw, on the other hand, takes down Manoj and confirms it as well.
Well, that's a good start, I would definitely say. And for NP, they're still taking the fight against them, and I don't think that Raw is gonna let him get away. Although Mr. Annoying is definitely annoying, gets knocked, he's gonna be confirming them as well. One more player of Raw going down. It's a straight up head-to-head fight. Mr. Annoying will never run out of his bullets. He has that fast reload reaction time. Gets a double kill, almost a triple, but it's a 1v2 situation. Unfortunately, he'll be going down, but he did get a double kill in his hands. So Raw down to 2 players. LH with 1 kill, and Lone Wolves down to 2 players with 1 kill coming in from Luffy. A lot of crash landings happen way too early into the game. There's still 12 teams, but only 38 players left. That means more than 40% of the team majority has been taken out in more than 3 teams. Goodvibes, on the other hand, trying to take a fight over towards Lone Wolves. The last 2 barely survivors. And Gori, does he have any idea that Luffy is sitting inside that compound? If he goes in for that push, that actually can advantage him a lot. Well, the grenade coming in through, not much damage can be done. Gori is going in for a long rotation, but Goodvibes already knocked out Lone Wolves. Luffy, just one last player. Luffy will be getting confirmed. And it's just one last player coming in from Lone Wolves who's going in for a cover, but I guess not until very long that Subhash will spot him out. Skylight Gaming Magician is on top of the sub, waiting for any team that is going in for rotations. And we've got Golia Yot as well, who will be following him shortly.
That is some exhaust sound coming in. But here we go. We still haven't seen a squad eliminated yet, or Lone Wolf actually. A lone survivor from Lone Wolf. We don't even know when or how long he can survive, but he's gonna try to be alive for as long as he can. And Magician did some magic. He's on top. He's like so high above the ground that if he falls down, that's GG, WP. But Vulcan Gaming, they actually lose a player to Soneeta. That's a really comparatively a quick fight, early fight here coming in for Soneeta Gaming. Magician, there you go. I told you, if he falls down, that's GG, and he did fall down. He's knocked down. That is not a good thing. ASG, Asian Gaming versus WT. Let's see what's gonna happen here. What is this? Lunatic? Oh my god, I'm seeing some insane positioning coming in from everyone here right now. Magician, Lunatic, and Vulcan Gaming is eliminated. Soneeta takes the lead, and I think they are, good to secure a spot. Well, she will be getting that kill, which means Walkie Talkie once again, Walkie out of the server, and it's going to be the end of their journey in the World Esports Cup. And the only player on the side of Lone Wolf, Biraj, he's going to be holding this position for a really, really long time here, because there's no way he's going to take any fights anytime soon.
Yep. Well, the circle seems to be taking a very good shift over towards the northern side, taking Shrines, Oldhampton Foundation B front, and majorly Refinery in the control. The UAV going through the command post, not many teams, but Stone Ridge is currently contested by LH, and they have to make their way inside back into the circle, or the rotation might be a little too longer for them. NP's last player still trying to get the advantage. Raw has only 2 players left, S and G. That is Soneeta Gaming. A really good start for them. Right now, they are behind one of the teams. Raw is in a trouble. A 2v3 situation might be coming into the hands, but not until very long. There you go, Soneeta Gaming gets spotted out by Raw. Kiss going in for that position reveal. Soneeta Gaming, they already have a 4 kill in the hand, and I don't think Soneeta Gaming will let go away of this opportunity, especially when it's a 3v2 situation. But yeah, they're walking away from this fight, so makes sense. They're walking out in the open, but Saira! What a shot, what a backup coming in from Saira. That was a beautiful confirmation coming in through. Ross one and only, the last player, Wishes, is the only lone survivor. Let's see how far can he take his team, to which position. Just 7 minutes into the game, there are already 9 teams remaining. Not even the second zone right now.
Still the first zone, and it hasn't even come to play yet. You know, that's what we're talking about. The map of Kalahari is so unpredictable. Viraj, he is. Did he get spotted? No, but he's in a really tough spot and he has to hold on. And he's actually, oh no, he gets flanked. Good vibes. They will eliminate the side of Lone Wolves. And in the end, 8 more squads, 25 players alive here. Likan. Once again, as you said, first zone. That's it. And Raw, they only have one more player left. That is Bshow. Where is he though? He's towards that Bayfront area in the second zone. It's right at the center of the map. Let's see if it's gonna keep going towards that refinery area, or is it gonna go towards that Bayfront? Because if it goes towards Bayfront, then Bshow have a really good chance. But if not, then yeah, I think YW Asian Gaming and Soneeta Gaming, they're the ones that's gonna be having a really good time in the UAV. Will be spotting a lot of players if I'm not wrong.
Yes. Well, a lot of players, that's definitely for sure. But right now, they'll be walking in for the circle, and a lot of teams are outside the circle right now. Asian Gaming, they have the advantage. They have a view of a bird eye right now. They'll be fighting off against Good Vibes as well. Good Vibes, they just received into the action place, and the positions will also be getting revealed. And the worst part is there are more than 3 teams currently contesting inside refinery as well as below the UAV. Can somebody just already break that damn UAV?
Well, another fight. Good vibes. 4 kills already. They need a lot more to make it into the top 4. But at the same time, the Booyah is also needed. I actually thought it was gonna throw a grenade, but that's a bit too long. A grenade and a lot of gunshots, but that glue wall is not even. Actually, it just breaks. My timing is just impeccable. As I was about to say, the glue wall is not breaking, it does break. And BM, we're talking about them. If they want to get themselves a kill, if they want to get themselves a slot, they need at least 1 kill. Because right now they're sitting on 0 here.
Well, Soneeta Gaming, a good start. 5 kills in their hands already. They're still fighting off on the edges. Saira with the shotgun is trying to make a lot of difference. Bshow, MGR, they're still on the lower ground. They have to make it up in some time. Well, Soneeta Gaming, they're already climbing up all the way up to the mountain where they will be picking up an unnecessary fight against Asian Gaming. Asian Gaming, Alu already spotting out Bshow MG as one of the players. That's a triple kill coming in for Alu, and one of the players getting taken down. ASG has 5 kills. Asian Gaming with 5 kills. Soneeta Gaming with 5 kills. I think it's even Stevens. Both of them are having a head-to-head fight right now. As the circle start to close in, it takes a massive shift over towards the eastern side of refinery, where the major part of hills are there. Asian Gaming be having the major control of it. It's just gonna make the game easier for them, I guess. And BM, after losing 1 player, they'll be concentrating on going in for the rotations. Good Vibes also is gatekeeping for all the rotations. For all the late rotations, I would possibly say, because ASG already has the higher ground advantage. They can easily spot it if any team is trying to go for a rotation or cross through the ridge.
Yep. But here's the thing. I'm worried about the side of Raw. They only have 1 player left, and the zone is not in his favor, so he has to get back in. He has 15 seconds to do so. He has to come out from the open, so they might be going down. Asian Gaming, on the other hand, they have 5 kills already. Moving in. Oh, Bshow get 1. Suraji, that is a really good play, and that's all he needs to do, Raw. All he needs to do is survive. And he will actually do more than that, because he gets that kill on one of the players of Good Vibes. The team that I actually thought was having a really good time. One of the players go down, and then Nepal still on the server. So once again, you're right. I mean, I think the top 4 positions will change, but I don't think we'll see a new team entering that top 4, because Alu, I think, just took down 1. Kings gets that knock onto the side of Skylight Gaming, but let's see what happens here.
Yep. Asian Gaming still looking quite confident. It's the third zone coming into the play, and a lot of teams get giving just below Asian Gaming. 6 kills, a triple kill coming in from Alu and Nayan. I think they're having a rough time right now. Naya Nepal, they'll be getting confirmed. A triple kill for Nitish as well. It's just Manish and his teammate left who are still trying to get kills into the hands. Manish and Sumesh. Nine Naya Nepal left with 2 players, Jonda and Hungry God. Well, they will be looking out for some kills on towards LH. They definitely got a knockout, but the confirmation won't be coming in through. But a beautiful grenade launcher shot coming in from Nitesh. Once again, another knock for Nitesh. If he confirms it, it's going to be a quad kill for him. Will he confirm it is the question, because John Da's teammate is standing way too far away and he's all spotted out the players of LH. A lot of damage has been given. If he can confirm at least one player, the game definitely is gonna eventually go into the hands of Asian Gaming. 4 players trying to rotate off. A jump coming in from Nitish, but he has to regroup back with his 2 teammates, or at least ask for backup, as their team is outside the circle right now. An open fight coming in there. Skylight Gaming still has 2 players left, but both of them get confirmed. A triple kill in the hands of Saira. GG, well played. Oh, actually, a triple kill going in the hands of Kings, to be more precise.
That was a beautiful kill with the grenade launcher there, and Sumesh actually take down both the players with Goodvibes, and there you go. But Vision is still alive from Raw. That is insane. I believe he's still there. But Abe gets himself one. Gets himself one. That's it for now. Can he confirm it is the question. Asian Gaming, they have 9 kills already. No one's gonna be stealing their first spot anymore. This is not looking good. Let's see what happens right now. We're about to hit that 5th zone in, I'm sorry. 6 teams, 15 players still on the server, and Asian Gaming will be securing the top spot for sure. Soneeta is still alive with 7 kills. Let's see what happens. Where is the player of Raw? That's the question I have. Is he still there, or did he get eliminated? Did I miss something? Oh, he's still there. He is the number 7 there, guys, if you're wondering. And he's not in a good spot, but he's still there. That's all that matters. So Mace goes down to Naya Nepal. Nitesh gets himself another one on the John die. Oh boy, the Mace is out in the open, and that glue wall. I'm gonna save him for now, I believe. You know, he's gonna be alive for a while. Kyra taking a bit of damage from Manish and Alu at the same time. That zone, look at that, it's squeezing in. It's squeezing in all the players in World Esports. Well, Nick was like, see you later, bitches. And he will eliminate them out in position number 6. Bshow MGR get eliminated in position number 5. And Manish is having a good time. Takes down King as well. Let's see what happens here. Soneeta Gaming still alive. Saga the...
Yep.
I mean, one of the players will go down here. And we got Kings and Saga.
Yeah.
Both of them are out of the server, I believe.
Well, one thing I can say that Asian Gaming is gonna be undefeated at the first position. With all 12 kills in the hands, nothing much the other teams can do. LH probably has 4 kills in the hands. It is the last 4 teams standing up right now. Naya Nepal going out in the 4th position. Asian Gaming, Nitish getting spotted out. Soneeta Gaming going out in the 3rd position. It's just LH versus the last team. That is our Asian Gaming. Asian Gaming's last player takes a huge jump. Is still trying to survive, but gets knocked out. Is he gonna get confirmed? Yes, it's going to be Asian Gaming going out in the 2nd position. But don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, they have more number of kills than LH. GG well played, Rahul Gamers. They are currently in the Booyah, and they've got 2 Booyahs back to back, which is surprising, which is really surprising. Rahul Gamers, I don't know what kind of discussion they had after the first break, but they seem to be very dedicated towards their goal. 2 Booyahs back to back in Purgatory and Kalari. The Kings of Kalari and Purgatory are here. Rahul Gamers, did they make it to the top 4 is my question right now. And I have a really strong feeling that they definitely did.
Think so too. You know, I think they might have just made their way back in with that second booyah as well. But Asian Gamers, you gotta give it to them. That was a brilliant performance coming in from them, getting a lot of kills. Yes, they didn't get the booyah, but I'm pretty sure they still have that, you know, number 1 spot there on the top in the map wise and the overall as well. But Soneeta Gaming, on the other hand, I think they had 7 kills, so I think their position is secure as well. The only thing is Bshow MCR. I don't think they did enough to make it into the top four. So I gotta feel. I mean, I feel a little bad for them. But Rahul gamers, let's see how much have they done, and is that enough? Because I have a feeling it might be enough, but at the same time, I don't think. I think they missed it out by a couple of points here.
Yep. Well, Lone Wolves, I've got nothing much to talk about them. But yeah, Bshow MGR, kind of a disappointing performance in this map as well, I would say. Not much. But Naya Nepal, they have an opportunity to be in the top four. But Soneeta Gaming, I'm definitely sure that they've pushed up towards the second position after Asian Gaming because their performance has been consistent in throughout the second half. We've seen Sunita Gaming taking away the second position in all the three maps of today. I think in the last map they went down in the hashtag three, but yeah, nevertheless, a very good try coming in Asian Gaming. Although they are gonna be taking away that first position lead in this current map, despite of not getting that booyah, and LH Rahul Gamers, well played for them. As I told, it's going to be Asian Gaming in the top with 22 points, 13 kill points in the hands. Rahul Gamers in the second, Soneeta Gaming in the third. We've got Goodvibes on fourth, Roy Sports on fifth, and Naya Nepal on sixth. Naya Nepal still on top six. So I guess I have a feeling it's going to be Naya Nepal also being one of the top four teams to be proceeding to the plains.
I think so too. I think Asian Gamer secured that top spot. Naya Nepal, I think it has actually moved down to third. I think Sunita Gaming have it to second. So I would say Asians are Naya, and I believe I mean looking at the score, I do think Rahul Gamer actually did enough to make their way back to the top. Or wait, what was the fourth team last time around? Was it Roy Sports? Was that good? I think that was something good vibes or something. If it's anything except Roy Sports and good vibes, then Rahul Gamer have a chance. But if it's good vibes or Roy Sports, then I think Rahul Gamer missed it by a couple of points again.
Yep. Well, Raul Gamer, I'm not sure about that, but Bshow MGR currently in this map, they're in the seventh position. Skylight Gaming ninth, Lone Wolf 10th, Vulcan Gaming on the 11th. Okay, they've had one kill at last in final. Walkie Talkie getting eliminated way too early. I mean, they were completely shut down in the last map of Kalahari. I would say a lot of crash landings definitely happened, and I guess it's a good opportunity. It's time for us to reveal who are those top teams who will be walking into the plains. One is Asian Gaming for sure, the other is Sunita Gaming. I want to know who are the rest two, but you have to wait. The suspense still awaits for the overall scorecard to come in. But meanwhile, how has today been for you, Edge? I completely did not expect that Skylight Gaming would give such kind of performance, especially presenting Nepal and playing Nepal Invitational Qualifiers. They've had huge fan base all over Nepal and India.
Well, truth be told, I didn't have a great day, starting off today, when I woke up. But after we started the matches, it has been turned out to be pretty good. Actually, I would say great. So let's take a look at overall scoreboard and let's see how great has it been for the teams as well. Asian Gaming
Oh,
sits on top. Ooh, that's a pretty good score. For 87. Guess what? Rahul Gamers actually sneaked their way in. I was like, maybe they need a couple of points, but guess what? With those couple of points, they actually made it to top two. 39 rank points, 37 kill points. That's almost as excuse me. That's actually similar to the score of Asian Gaming. Pretty close, 39, 37. Soneeta Gaming, on the other hand, 45 rank points and 30 kill points, 75 total. And Naya Nepal, I feel bad for Lone Wolves, but I mean, Raul Gamer, they do deserve that.
yep. But they do have a huge score difference of 20 points between I Nepal and Lone Wolves. If they missed out in the firm, if they missed out between like 5 to 10 points, then we could have definitely set a nice try. But Naya Nepal, good performance at last. These are your top four teams: Asian Gaming, Rahul Gamers, Sunita Gaming, Naya Nepal. For the second group of the day, they will be proceeding into the plains. Well, we still have one more day of Nepal Invitational Qualifiers. That will be happening tomorrow. But let's discuss who are in the bottom six. I definitely know for a fact that there's going to be Walkie Talkie, Vulcan Gaming. But what happened to Bshow MGR? Bshow MGR, They had such good consistent performance throughout the first half, and in the second half, I don't know what happened. The downhill of their gameplay just started out. The firepower was not up to the mark.
Hmm. It was not a great day for them. That's all I'm gonna say. But once again, congratulations to Asian Gaming, Rahul Gamers, Soneeta Gaming, Naya Nepal. They put up a really good fight throughout the 4 maps, right? I mean, Asian Gaming, they were consistent. That's 2 booyahs for them, 2 booyahs for Rahul Gamers. Soneeta Gaming, no booyah, but guess what? They were consistently in the top 2, top 3 positions. Naya Nepal, I think they got themselves a booyah as well. Lone Wolves and Roy Sports, tough luck, but that's going to be the end of the road for them in this World Esports Cup. But there's always another day, there's always another tournament. All you need to do is just, go back home, improve yourself, come back stronger, and prove and show us your true potential. Because Bshow, MGR, Goodvibes, Repro, Skylight Gaming, Walkie Talkie, Vulcan Gaming, all these teams, I'm pretty sure that's not the kind of gameplay that they expected from themselves. Definitely, we expected from them. So coming out, they have to. They shouldn't be disheartened, is what I feel like. All they need to do is take the loss as something like a stepping stone, and learn from your mistakes and come back stronger, because that's all you can do at this point, because you have no other option at the same time. 6 games have been done here, Eliko.
Yep, 6 games done and dusted. Well, it was definitely a lengthy day. Bshow could have made it if they were just, I guess, 20 points better than the other teams. But yeah, Anastra coming it from to all the teams who played. Kudos to them. And best of luck for upcoming tournaments. I hope you learn through your mistakes, go back to the drawing board, look at where you've gone wrong. Or you can also come back and watch all your matches of today and actually write down some notes, that easy to drop location or the rotating strategies or the split gameplay, whatever it might be. I'm pretty sure you'll figure it out by the end of the day. And that's why I remind all of the audience, if you're looking forward to be a Free Fire professional player, or if you love watching and supporting your favorite team, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because we are still in the qualifying stage. We have planes and finals upcoming in the next 2 months, so you don't want to miss any of that. And you can also follow us on Instagram, that is @India Today Gaming, where we update all the regional qualifiers updates, teams qualified, and the highlights of today's. It's @India Today Gaming, and the links are in the description.
Yep, and I mean, you don't want to miss any action, right? I mean, we have the entire streams going on. We have the highlights coming in every day as well. So you learn few things, not just the players, not just the viewers as well, but everyone in all together. There's always something to learn. And looking at these teams, looking at the teams play, because they've been practicing, they've been playing scrims against each other, they've been practicing for really, really long times. So when you watch such gameplays, you might learn a thing or two. I'm not saying you're going to learn everything from them. You're not going to learn something new every single time. But even if you learn something, let's say you learn something today and then you learn something next year, you still learn something new, right? That is what's important. But with that, we are done with the best of 6 today here in that group 2, day number 2 of Nepal Invitational Qualifiers. Don't go anywhere, because me and Elka will be taking a short break, but we'll be back with the highlights of day number 2. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Infinix Smart 4 Presents World Esports Cup, brought to you by India Today Gaming, along with your broadcast partner Playtonia. We have been just done with day number 2 of the Nepal Invitational Qualifiers. I mean, it was one hell of a day, but before we end it, me and Elika would like to take you through the highlights of the day because there have been a lot of highlights here. So, Elika, how the day has been for you? Because you asked me this question, but what about you?
Well, for me, yep, the day has been a little tiring as we saw three very lengthy games, I would say, because it most of the teams survived till the very end of the circle, till the fourth zone, till the fifth zone came in. Teams were really patient. And it merely seemed like a one-sided game coming in from Rahul Gamers, Asian Gaming, and Naya Nepal. They had most of the games inside their hands. And the first three games, we definitely did not get to see it, but the highlights will give us a good recap of what went in the first three maps that Tanya and Arka were talking about. Soneeta Gaming got eliminated at way too early as took sixth in the position. NP tried to get the most out of it. Annoying. You know, I think annoying can be awarded as one of the most annoying players that I've seen, at least in the day two, group two of Nepal Invitational Qualifiers. He feared nothing, not only in the first match, but I've been seeing him do the same similar kind of thing in the last two maps as well.
Yep, you're right. Even in the map number 2, everyone was having a really good time here, especially Asian gamers, getting themselves to 14 kills, if I'm not wrong. That is absolutely nuts. I'm pretty sure Arka and Tanya would have lost their mind looking at the way that they were playing. Walkie Talkie, unfortunately, admitted in position number 12. They're not having a really good time here today. Nepros and Vulcan as well. Not the kind of game, but Soneeta Gaming. They had a good game every game actually. 6 maps, they had a decent position. There you go. Number 2 was their positioning in that second map. And Magician, you gotta give it to them, give it to him. He was actually doing a really good job on all the maps. But yeah, nevertheless, that's just not enough. It's not a one man show. It can be a one man show sometimes, but it's not always a one man show. And unfortunately, his team could not keep up, and that's exactly why their team could not make it to the side to the top 4 there. But anyway, Soneeta Gaming once again this map number 3, they had a good game, good vibes. They did come out on top. Yes, they had number 2 position, but they did come out on top here. Elifa. Oh, looks like looks like I'm here all by myself for a while now. I'm in Rahul Gamer. They had a good positioning in this third map, but that's the thing. They had really bad 2 maps, but after that they were doing really really good in that last 4 maps. So with that, that is exactly why Rahul Gamers could actually make it into that top 4, actually in the top 2, because last 2 games they got themselves booyahs, and it was just really really good to see them play. And Asian gamers, they did keep getting that multiple kills. They did keep getting those grenade kills, and also maintaining a spot that is not an easy one to do. I mean, top 4, the top 5 finishes coming in, and Soneeta Gaming, they were really consistent along with Asian gamers. But the last 2 maps, that is all Rahul gamers. That is the only reason they made it to the top 2. I believe so.
Yep. Well, speaking about the last two maps, where Purgatory, it was this map where Rahul Gamer started dominating in the hands and they just kept doing it till the very end. They stayed low, they had the most number of kills, they made sure that the fights they take and always ended up in their favor in one way or the other. Asian Gaming, not which performance was given by them in the map of Purgatory, but they definitely did put up their level best. Brasilia was one of the iconic fights because Soneeta Gaming put down their best performance. Naya and April got eliminated in the fourth position. Sunita Gaming, they were still up and running. LH, they went all hell against Bshow MGR, and Rahul Gamers managed to carry out that booyah in the Purgatory map. And Kalahari was just a crash landing. It was just a map of a lot of miscommunication, I would say. Although Mr. Annoying, he went down in a 1v4, he took down two of the players, confirmed them as well, but in turn gets knocked out by the rest of the two players.
Yep. This was the map number 6. Once again, this was a really close fight, an intense one. At the end as well, that was some really good grenade kills coming in with the grenade launches as well. And the player of Raw actually surviving till the end, making sure that his team get every single point that he can gather. I think he got himself 3 extra points and from what he would have gotten, but Goodvibes getting eliminated. And Asian Gamers, they did a good job. But Rahul Gamers, they were the ones that came out on top yet again. Yes, that doesn't give them the best high points, but it does give them enough to secure a top 2 finish, and that's exactly what it's all about. Because it is a qualifiers, all you need is secure yourself for top 4. I mean, and after that, you make your way through the playoffs. But with that, Elika, we are done with day 2. All we are left with is one more day, and one more day in that Nepal qualifiers.
And just one more day in the qualifiers, because we'll be moving into the planes from the next week, and I'm really excited about that. So far we've seen Indian invitational qualifiers, Pakistan invitational qualifiers, and Nepal's invitational qualifiers. We've successfully finished the second day. Tomorrow is going to be the last day for Nepal invitational qualifiers. All the best to all the teams who are going to be playing tomorrow, and good job and nice to coming to all the teams who played so far in Nepal qualifiers and who couldn't make it to the planes eventually. But yeah, I'm really excited for the planes. And once again, congratulations to the top 4 teams who got qualified. And especially thank you so much, World Esports Cup and Infinix Smartphones, for presenting such a great tournament and giving a platform for all these FreeFire professional players to showcase their talents, and a total of 75 lakh prize pool. I mean, that is just too good to put in your efforts for. And thank you so much, India Today Gaming, for organizing this event. And of course, our broadcast partner, Playtonia, who's been nothing but a strong support for casters and the players as well.
That is true. And with that, we are done with day number 2. Me and Elika will be back with day number 3. Yes, we'll have a couple more casters along with us, but it's going to be one last BO6 before we head on to play, playoffs. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon, because you do not want to miss the final day, because everything goes out the window, because that's going to be the last group, last 4 teams making it into the playoffs. Everyone else that has already made it to the playoffs are going to be watching that tomorrow's matches, tomorrow's BO6, because they want to know who those last 4 teams are. But with that, until tomorrow, it's going to be a good night. Take care and stay safe.
Thank